listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Momba, Tony D, and JYD.
Hello, everybody. We'd like to welcome you to New Kids on the Pod. I am one of your hosts, JYD, and with me, as always, is Tony D and Mama.
What up?
You know what? The human capacity for being disgusting never ceases to amaze me.
Why?
Tony just showed me a video.
Whoa, I didn't show you anything.
Okay. I somehow saw a video on Tony's phone.
It was not my phone. You stumbled across a video
I
on
don't
your
know.
own.
I don't know anybody else with an iPhone X.
It's a very popular phone. I think Junkyard has one.
I do not.
I
have a Galaxy S8.
He has a contract.
All right, so you came across a phone.
I
that
came
you don't know
across
who it
a
belongs
phone
to.
That looked like Tony's
It
phone.
looked like mine.
that,
But
had
you
a-
can't confirm that it was mine.
I can't, but it had a video of a woman it looks like a Starbucks, and she was angry, so she took her pants down, took a shit right in the Starbucks,
She defecated.
defecated, and then she grabbed it
And
and launched it at the Starbucks employee,
but she did wipe herself afterwards.
and she threw the toilet paper at the guy, or the napkins at the guy.
Yeah.
And I work at a retail store. Obviously, for those who listen, I work at a retail store.
Service merchandise?
Yep, service merchandise, Circuit City, as security. And you figure you've seen it all, but humans are disgusting. Like, gross. For people that have reached such heights, like technology-wise, the smartest beings on the planet, they sure are gross.
But are we really the smartest beings on the planet?
Who's smarter?
Dolphins?
Whales?
If they are so smart, why do they get killed by Japanese people?
Wait, aren't those sharks?
No, that's Chinese. That's a Chinese.
The Chinese? Is that like a Native American tribe?
Is it the Chinaman?
The Chinas.
Chinas? I think that's racist.
No, there was this guy. I forgot the fuck his name was. He was running for governor of Tennessee, or maybe West Virginia, one of those southern states.
West Virginia isn't considered southern, is it?
Is West Virginia even a state?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I made that up.
No.
But he ran ads slandering his opponent, saying that he has a China family.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. That was,
It was like on John Oliver.
that was like blatantly racist.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. He's friends with China people.
That's his whole campaign.
Did you guys watch the last episode about Venezuela?
No.
Not me neither.
Oh, it was really good, actually.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta watch it. I saw it on YouTube today, and I'm like, oh.
Anything I should know?
You remember how the previous show he said he was going to cancel his show because of what happened, like the whole Russell Crowe clip.
Yeah.
Well, apparently he.
Wait, I missed that. Like, what was the last show before that about?
Russell Crowe.
Oh, I must have missed that one.
It wasn't just about Russell Crowe. But
Well, that was one of the main stories.
yeah.
The last one I saw was about Trump,
Nobody cares, Junkyard.
Okay, so the point is.
where he had the Hillary page.
Okay, so anyway, apparently he didn't cancel his show because he says that HBO contracts are not that easy to get out of. So he's stuck doing the show for the foreseeable future.
Was it very informative?
It was very informative.
I think we should just like put it on right now and watch it for everybody, and then just walk away.
Isn't Venezuela, isn't it like a socialist country?
Yes.
And then whenever conservatards, they want to talk bad about socialism, they're like, look at Venezuela.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
They're the
like-
prime example of like.
It's kind of like it's like saying, it's like they take it to the extreme. Like whenever anyone mentions anything like any type of social program, like oh we should have healthcare for everyone. Oh look at Venezuela, they're dying. Well, they are.
I heard. Okay, so I don't know if this is true. I don't know if you covered this on that episode, but I was listening to another podcast, not to be named on this podcast, that had a journalist who actually works for. She used to work for RT and now works for like another state-run, like whatchamacallit, news source or whatever, news media place, and she says she's been to Venezuela and it's not as bad as everybody makes it out to be.
What part? Because
Venezuela in general.
I mean I've seen like, I mean like the way their inflation is right now and everything, and
No, I guess. Well, maybe not. That's not what she meant. I think what she was more like saying like was they make it seem like it's chaos in the streets and there's like
so then all those videos about riots are fake.
that's what she says.
The CGI, bro.
Wow, that's for a country that's completely in shambles. They got some pretty good CGI.
She says that that's all made by the media.
That's all
So
staged.
So the
well,
media
kind of
creates-
like so. For example, like you know what happened in Syria where they killed like hundreds of people.
But there's no video of that.
Right.
There's actual video of these riots though.
Right. But that doesn't mean that they happened there.
What did it happen?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not. I don't know. She didn't really go into detail about like this, but she basically claimed that this was that is all like media.
Maybe
Is
It's
she
not
is she
fake.
from Venezuela?
No, but she works like she works for I think one of their state-run places. She's been there.
Oh, so she works for the state.
of course.
But she
Of
worked. She also
course.
but see that's the thing. That's what she's also claiming. She's not.
Of course.
She worked for RT. Do you know what RT is?
No.
The Russian Times. She worked.
Oh.
she worked
Now
that-
it's starting to make sense.
There, and I was starting to give her the benefit of the doubt until you mentioned that, and then now
The Russian Times.
the Russian time. So now we're supposed to believe.
and see this.
What
What
this
was
is,
her latest story? Putin wins by landslide victory.
No, no, but this is
Putin wins popular vote yet again.
Yeah.
no, but that's the thing. Like she says that everybody always like accuses her, and the host of the podcast, who's very well known, who I won't mention on this podcast, well, it seems like he believes her, and he's a pretty bright guy. Mamba thinks so as well.
Well, Mamba's actually brighter than whoever that person is.
Who do I think
because
is pretty
he doesn't
bright?
believe her.
Another podcast host.
And I think he's bright.
Yeah.
But that just means that you're even smarter because you're not going to fall for that tripe.
Nope. Not at all. Fake news, bro.
So let me guess. She probably says that North Korea is all good too.
No,
Oh, that's fake.
no,
All
that's
the
not. That's
famine?
not fake. No, that's not fake. She did mention something about North Korea about what the hell did she say about North Korea? Something about to like the.
Well, there you have it, folks. You can take the word of a person that works for the state.
But she doesn't work. No. But she doesn't work for Venezuela. She
And has
works
also
for.
been to Venezuela
She's
once.
been to Venezuela once.
No, she hasn't
works
been
for-
there once. She's been
and
there a lot.
she writes for the Russian Times.
She doesn't write.
she probably
it's not.
went-
It's not the Times. It's
She probably
it's
went to a
TV show,
resort
a
in
TV.
Venezuela. I was like, oh, that's
Yeah.
great here. People live luxuriously.
Here, let's see if I could find out. But anyway, yeah.
Actually, I really don't care. So we can move on.
Anyway, but I don't know. Did they? What did he talk about? I didn't. Like I said, I didn't watch the episode. What did John Oliver say about
He
it?
just talked about like how, what's his name? The president became.
Oh, how he got into power?
What is it? I think was it Maduro? And
Yeah.
how people are like starving.
Oh, is that what you said? I thought you said a friend of yours.
No, I said I listened to a podcast that we both listened to.
Uh-huh.
He had they had a guest
Mm-hmm.
that talked about.
Oh, okay, I remember that now. But I sure, didn't you say like, oh, I have a friend that
No, I didn't say I had a friend. I said I listened to a podcast.
fuck was that hearing that?
I thought I heard.
You were
that
on your
too.
phone.
I thought I heard that too, and I was not on my phone.
I swear you
No,
said
I said I
have a
listened
friend.
to a podcast.
I could sworn. Is there a way that we could play it back right now?
No.
You said you have a friend.
No, I listened to a podcast that had this person as a guest
Well, I guess
that works.
I remember it too. So I guess it's the Mandela effect.
It is a
Oh,
Mandela
shit.
effect.
So we just split realities right now.
Yeah.
We're going on one. So there's another reality
Where he didn't say that.
where Junkyard is a good podcast host.
I don't think. No, no,
Those
I
don't
don't think-
exist.
That does not exist.
But yeah,
in
but
the
basically
timeline.
she says that that's not like it's necessarily not as bad as they make it seem.
Oh, okay. So just because, when people are buying groceries, and like when they pay, they say they don't even count the money. They have to weigh it because that's how hyperinflated like everything is. Like you have to bring like stacks of cash to buy like.
But that's
Like a
but yeah,
few
yeah,
apples.
that's one.
But that's not so bad because apparently this person from the Russian Times says it's okay.
No. But she says that it's not as far as like violence and stuff like that. She wasn't talking about inflation.
Okay, so there you have it, folks. All the riots you see online, all the videos, it's all fake.
Why?
It's all propaganda.
Who would benefit though from staging these?
Well,
I can tell you who would benefit. Does Venezuela have oil?
Huh?
Yes, they do. We would benefit.
anything with oil, we benefit. But no, she insists that like the government wants to use anything. So basically, anything the government, any like country the government can't control, they want to throw under the bus.
Which country? So
Venezuela in this case.
No, but the government, the U.S.
The US
government
government.
wants whatever
Yeah.
country we can't control, we want to make it look bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Especially if they have oil. If they have oil, we actually want that country.
That sounds about right.
So that's why she's saying that
Is
it's
that-
a lot of the media sources, even though everybody like all the conservative, this is like what she again. This is not my view. This is what she was saying. All the conservatives like to say that it's all left wing media.
Is that
it's
why?
all left wing? When she says the real case is it's all right wing media, even though they make it seem like it's left, but it's not really. It's because if you think about it, all of the media, all the like the news channels and stuff and newspapers are owned by conglomerates. And who owns those conglomerates? Right-wing people.
So, all right. So let's just make it simple for everyone. Like the simplest way to like figure out what's going on is you read an article online. Oh, this country's in disarray. Just follow a checklist. Question number 1: does that country have oil? If the answer is yes, don't believe anything the media says, because obviously the U.S. just wants to fuck over that country for the oil. If the country has no oil, then you probably won't even hear about it in the news. That's why why do you think that we just don't give a fuck about North Korea?
Or
they don't have oil. If North Korea had oil, Kim Jong-un would have been fucking dead years ago.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, that's sure, right?
Look at the shit that they do. Like apparently like they have the whole I think we talked about this in one of the episodes. Like if you commit a crime against a state, they punish you and 5 generations, like your whole
your family pays.
and they put you in like these labor camps that apparently like there's no footage of them. Nobody really knows exactly what goes on, but we all know they exist. And people that have survived like have talked about them and stuff like that, you know. And people are being put in prison for like just not
like that kid that stole a poster. That American
that
guy?
allegedly stole a poster. And for the most part, we're like, we kind of just can't do anything. We just kind of leave them alone. But then you have other countries where, like, you know, like Syria, like he's gassing his own people. Let's bomb it. Why? Because Syria has oil.
You know what? If I was that kid that allegedly stole a poster and was sentenced to 15 years hard labor, like if North Korean officers approached me, it's like, you come with us, you're going to jail. I'd be like, fuck out of my face. You're all malnourished and 5'2".
Yeah, you can like
Except they have guns.
Huh?
And you don't.
They don't have fucking guns. No,
Yeah,
they
they
don't.
do.
They can't. No, they don't have shit.
They probably have like
like those fucking
those gun
fucking muskets.
Yeah, muskets. There
With
you go.
It looks like a horn at the end.
They're gonna shoot. And they're like, oh, let us
Hold on.
reload.
They gotta like they carry their gunpowder separately. They gotta like, you know.
The gunpowder is dated.
I'm pretty sure if you go to North Korea and like they try to stop you, like one good punt to the chest.
No.
It's gonna be like,
Dude, they have
football players running through a banner. It's like,
there's
fuck out of the way.
there's a couple reasons why that wouldn't work. A, they have guns. B, they control the airline. The only airline in and out of North Korea is controlled by the government.
I'll just walk to South Korea.
Yeah. Just
You
hit
do
up
realize
All-Star.
you'd realize there's like fucking
Be like,
security
hey, All-Star,
all over.
how do I get to South Korea? He could like walk you through. Like, I just
walk.
There's video of like an actual army official trying to cross the border and he got shot.
But he lived.
He
You
did
wanna know
live.
why?
He did
Because
live.
the weapons that North Korea has are weak, and he
No,
knew that.
he got shot
But he lived.
by a lot. Yeah, but that's because he lived doesn't mean you don't get
if
shot.
If he was shot,
And that was him running. And Mamba
Yeah.
just tries to kick someone, he's gonna get shot closer range. He's probably gonna die.
I'm gonna make it through.
yeah, Mom was pretty nimble.
I'm gonna take their little pea shooters.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna affect me.
Okay. I like that you think that, Mama. I want you to go to North Korea.
See,
Try it.
because you have the mentality that if somebody takes you and they're gonna hold you against your will, you're immediately gonna say, okay.
Dude,
You're not gonna try to resist.
if they have weapons and are trying to kill, and that can kill you,
If they
why would you
took
resist?
you and said, we're gonna make you a slave, you would say, okay, good, I don't want to die. And then they're like, we're gonna make you a sex slave. You would say, of
I'd
course.
be like, that's a punishment?
He's like, I thought I was gonna be punished.
I'd be like, oh, well,
you
in that
would,
case.
as soon as they said that, they pointed a gun at you, you would assume the position and touch your toes.
I probably would be doing that before they pointed the gun at me.
Well, I mean, I don't have anything to say to that. My insults have no effect if you just take them in stride.
Because your insults are like the North Korean guns.
No, weak.
Yeah. I'm sure this gunpowder is so expired when they pull the trigger, it's like,
It's like a cloud of smoke. Like it's more noise than anything.
yeah.
By the way, most of North Korea's weapons come from other countries. Like, I think they said that like their nuclear, like their
All
nuclear
weapons
missiles,
come from
It's
America.
pronounced. It's pronounced nuclear.
their nuclear
Yes.
weapons probably came from like Iraq or some
Most
shit.
weapons come
Or
from
Iran.
America, except the AK-47. That was made by the Russians.
Yeah, I'm sure the Russians provide them with shit too.
Probably. Oh, yeah, because to arm them against the United States.
Yep.
But as Tony was saying, if they don't have oil,
We
I mean, if they do have oil, or if they don't have oil, then we,
don't-
won't
we
mess
don't give
with
a
it.
fuck.
Just like I was thinking about it, after 9/11, they said Osama bin Laden was a mastermind, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then for some reason, we decided to attack Iraq and overthrow Saddam Hussein.
Oh, because he had weapons of mass destruction that we never found.
Yeah, but like, why do people say, "Yeah, go attack Iraq"?
Because
They had nothing to do with it.
Because
So it was just,
we were fed to believe.
oh, yeah, all right.
So we were like, yeah, go attack them. Weapons of mass destruction. Okay, what are these weapons?
Poor Saddam Hussein.
I'm not saying that Saddam Hussein was a good. He's probably. I'm pretty sure he was a total shitbag.
Yeah, but he was like,
But I mean,
he's like, the fuck.
yeah,
I'm just as shocked as you guys that happened.
just like who else? Remember Gaddafi?
Yeah, he got stabbed in the butthole.
Well, the whole thing with that is he was trying to get off of he was trying to get what country was it?
Libya.
Fucking Libya. He was trying to get him off the petrodollar.
Uh-huh.
So I think we might have talked about this before, but like to when like I guess when you buy and sell oil, there's like a special currency for it that's universal, and it's called the petrodollar. So the petrodollar has a certain value against like the US dollar or whatever currency you use. And it was like it's like ridiculously low. So instead of paying Libya like $8,000 for X amount of whatever oil, just spit out numbers here. You can't pay them in US dollar. You pay them using petrodollars. But that petrodollar is like
Way less.
way less. So he's like, fuck that. Fuck the petrodollar. Any oil coming from Libya, you have to buy it with either USD or whatever currency your country uses. That's what we'll take. And the US was like, ugh, that's not what we're about. How do we get this guy? Let's say he was killing kids or something.
Yeah, let's start a revolution.
Yeah.
So here, it says here a little thing we were talking about. It says as a part of the episode, the so-called reporter says in Venezuela supermarkets to black markets. She enters local grocery stores, big and small, with hidden cameras to see if they're completely out of stock, as they're commonly depicted by mainstream media. This is in Venezuela. She notes that they went to 5 different supermarkets and the shelves were fully stocked, and they were all different types of neighborhoods.
And everything on sale.
They
though.
had all types of classes from Nestle chocolates to Coca-Cola products,
because
fish, meat, vegetables, and fruits.
you do know that in North Korea all their stores are stocked too.
No. This is Venezuela. Though.
But I'm just saying.
No, but that's different.
But
In
can
North-
you buy?
in North Korea, they have minders. And
To really test how well they're doing, she goes to McDonald's, see if their ice cream machine is up. That's how you can rate it.
how? So if it's up, was it good or bad?
Yeah.
That means that if their ice cream machine is working, they're doing better than we are.
When was the last time you tried buying ice cream at McDonald's?
I have never.
I tried a few times, and every time like
I think they just don't want to serve you.
I think like at a certain time, like after
Yeah.
midnight, their ice cream machines are always. I'm not a huge fan of
Why
ice
would you
cream.
go after midnight to go get ice cream
why
at
not?
McDonald's?
Dude, sometimes you just want a McGuffey.
Yeah.
You mean a McFlurry?
Yeah, that.
I don't know. Some people like ice cream at certain times. I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's weird.
What do you want me to tell you?
Well, apparently, like there was a whole article about like there was a whole study of the McDonald's ice cream machine, and apparently, like their machine has to go through this rigorous cleaning process that takes up to 4 hours. Like you have to take apart like all these segments of it, and each part has to be rinsed and washed in like really hot water, and then it has to run through a cleaning cycle because of all the the ice cream and the dairy, all the whatever it uses, like it can build up mold like really quick. So and that takes up to 4 hours. So usually what they do is they try to do it like
when it's busy.
when it's less busy.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean.
Like usually at night,
Yeah.
because before they do it like when they do it before they leave, when it's closed. But now like mostly all McDonald's
open
are
24
24 hours.
Yeah.
So they just do it at night. So whenever you go at night, like ice cream machines, but they don't tell you it's being cleaned. They just say it's down. It's down for maintenance. And apparently that's part of the reason why most of them are.
Get on McDonald's. I didn't know that. I thought they didn't want to serve.
They're just being dicks.
Yeah.
No, sometimes they are just being dicks because I remember a lot of times when we used to go to Tavern and we used to go to the McDonald's that was like I think on Damon or I remember where.
Damon in Chicago.
Yeah, that one. And every time we went, like they would never. Their credit card machine was down.
Oh yeah, that's
like
another
we
one.
only take cash. So obviously what they're doing is they're just pocketing the cash. Whoever's working at night is just pocketing those sales. They're not entering them in. They're just making the food, giving it to you. You give them the money. Oh, our machine's down. I can't give you a receipt. I know those tricks.
You used to do those tricks.
I did not.
But you knew somebody who did?
I knew someone.
You were aware of it.
I am
But
aware.
did you ever tell anybody about it?
Of course not,
Then you're just as bad.
because I'm not in the business of selling.
You're
out my
just
company.
as bad as the person that committed that crime.
So you might as well have just committed it yourself.
Uh-huh.
That is very extreme.
If you don't speak up, we all suffer.
Yeah.
Yep.
I learned that if I see someone attempting to, or if I see someone, what's the word? Harassing. If I see a guy harassing a girl, and if I don't stop him from harassing the girl, then I am just as bad as the person who's harassing. It's just as much my fault.
Exactly.
I'm equally as bad.
Exactly.
Even though that guy is probably
Which you probably should.
even though that guy's probably her boyfriend.
What you should do if you see a guy harassing a girl like sexually, then the best option is to sexually harass the guy.
Yes.
Yeah, make him feel comfortable. Like he'd come up behind him while he's yelling at the girl, just like smack him on the ass. Like, bro, I see the outline of that dick.
I have a better idea.
What?
Even if you don't see him harassing a girl, just sexually harass him anyway.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Yeah, because all guys are like,
Yeah, I'm sure he's been a dick sooner. Like,
yeah.
before.
All guys are dicks anyway. So
So just harass him anyway.
yeah,
It's like, what up, son? What that booty hole look like? Something like
What
that.
if he's like
all you do is
humongous? What if it's The Rock?
you go up to him and be like, look, we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. Oh, I see. We doing this the hard way.
Booty warrior.
Yep. Because I'm a warrior.
You don't know who the booty warrior is?
No.
Really?
What? You don't know who the booty warrior is?
Oh, look up Booty Warrior.
I'm pretty sure we
This
talked.
is like, dude, this went viral like before YouTube was even a thing.
I'm pretty sure we talked about this on the.
I
podcast.
remember watching this shit on like fucking Newgrounds or E-Bombs World. Or,
So for those who don't know, Booty Warrior is from this show. It's a prison show. I forgot what it was. Lock Up. Lock Up. And
Oh, I think I do know this.
and there's a guy
That was a long video. It's 3 minutes long.
who he seems like a pretty reasonable fellow, but he has certain taste, and that taste is the butthole of a man.
When Lockup visited Kentucky State Penitentiary,
You gotta turn it up, Junker.
we met Fleece Johnson,
Can you
Fleece
turn it up?
a
Johnson.
longtime inmate who
No, 'cause it's only
practices a
uniform.
very different kind of homosexuality.
But we have sexual desires, right? So you got a bunch of men locked up in one place. All of them get hard. All of them's horny. All of them got sexual desires. So what are they gonna do? You won't let them have a woman. They gonna have somebody's gonna have to give up some booty. And it's just as simple.
The most
Pause it. Like, so he's saying that, like, yeah, you got a bunch of dudes in prison. They all got-
Who are hard?
who are hard. They're all gonna get a boner sooner or later, and they're not gonna give them any women. So somebody's gonna have to give
Yeah.
up something, right? Like something's got to give.
Somebody's getting fucked.
Somebody's getting fucked,
It ain't me.
but somebody is.
That gotta be you.
Continue, Junkyard.
Booty.
I'll go back a little bit.
Booty was in his prison. Booty. Booty was more important than food. Booty.
That was
a
like-
man's butt.
A man's butt.
It was more I'm serious. It was more booty, having some booty was more important than drinking water, man.
So that was the most valuable currency.
booty.
Is booty.
Johnson
He likes booty.
Yeah, he does. Booty warrior. You didn't even get to the booty warrior
Yeah,
part.
yeah. I get to the part when he's like,
Where does he say that?
Just keep on playing it.
yeah, keep playing it.
All right.
And he looks good to me.
Oh, I hear you.
When I go see him, I say, you come here.
You come here.
I say, I'm tell you what,
I like you.
I
want
like
ya.
you, and I want you. And we can do it the easy way or the hard way. So the choice is yours, right? And it was always yes.
It was always
Johnson
yes.
also had a warning for the new generation of inmates. They might be asking for trouble from old-timers.
You know, they got this thing where they sag their pants past their butt. It's a style. They call it some sort of gangster style. You know, it's sexy to us, right?
What?
See, but they weren't prepared for this, right? So
You weren't
you
prepared for
sag your
this.
pants in her, man. Somebody be up in your butt, you know. And it's just that simple.
Johnson even let the lockup crew know that when he was in his prime,
Where's the booty
they
warrior
wouldn't
part?
be safe from his advances either.
Oh,
Oh, right here, right here.
If y'all had been in her back then in them days, and as much as I like booty, I probably felt one of y'all butts as y'all was walking past me and dared you to say something. I'm not no shame in my game. This is nothing that I'm ashamed to admit. I am what I am. I'm a warrior too, you know, so let that be known. I'm a warrior.
a warrior.
Oh, he's a warrior, but he's not. He didn't say.
Oh,
booty
Okay.
warrior.
what? I thought he said.
Well, that's because you're thinking
That's the
of...
Mandela effect.
No, it's not. Because the Boondocks made a skit.
Oh,
And
okay.
in the skit, they kind of like recreate that.
Oh, so he
and then,
says
and then
booty
he's and
war?
then he's like, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. He's like, oh, I see you choosing to do this the hard way. And he just grabs it like, I'm a warrior.
Oh, okay. That's where I got it because I was
Yeah.
mixing it up.
You got it from the Boondocks.
The
So yeah,
junkyard.
look up Fleece Johnson, the
You-
booty warrior.
Yeah, for those who want to hear it again, booty warrior.
Or watch it.
It's a junkyard. Do you hear him?
Yeah.
Keep those pants waist high. or
Nope.
else you
I'm gonna put him down all the
get a
way.
dick in you.
Ooh, baby. I like it.
Isn't it kind of scary that knowing that there's somebody like that that exists?
No.
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 No, 'cause he's in prison.
Yeah, but
It'd be scary.
I don't know
I
if
went
he's
to prison.
I don't know if he's doing life. Maybe. I hope.
What if you see him on the street?
I hope he's doing that. Look up Fleece Johnson.
If I see
we
Fleece
can-
Johnson
maybe we-
walking down the street,
Maybe we can get an update.
And what if he grabs your ass?
I'm pulling my pants so high they're gonna be over my shoulders.
What
You're
if he?
gonna be like-
What if he grabs? What if he grabs your ass?
I guess he has no choice. I guess he gonna have to give it the easy way.
There's two options. Either
Oh, he will released from prison.
oh no.
Hold
And that was in
How long?
2015.
2015.
So he's out now.
Let's see. Hold on.
What was I gonna say? There's two options. Either he's fucking me or I'm fucking him. Now I don't like having sex with men, but I'm not gonna.
Mom, Junkyard, look on the left.
Yeah.
Keep going. Scroll up. Scroll to the top and go to the left.
Why is your internet connection so slow?
Yeah.
No, it's not. That's not the internet page. What am I looking at?
Go down. What the fuck? Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, what the? Oh, never mind.
It's because these ads changed. You see.
It was woman at Tim Hortons flings feces.
Oh,
That video that
Is that what we were talking
That video that Mamba came across earlier. Oh, right
what-
there. Look at the Boondocks one. Right here. See, a date with the booty warrior.
I can't believe you. I've like said that multiple times.
Nope.
Never.
Right there. Right there. See, woman furiously shits on floor.
Oh yeah. I think it was a Starbucks.
Tim Hortons, Starbucks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tim Hortons like awesome.
I've never.
I
been
wish we
there.
had one.
They're only in Canada.
Nope. There's one in Michigan.
Oh,
Let's go to Michigan.
Yeah. Anyway, we have a fan submitted word of the day.
I got a question though.
What?
If you, after watching that video, if you got locked up for life in prison, how long do you think you would last till you resorted to gay sex?
6 or 7 hours.
I'm trying. As soon as I get in there, I'm like, ooh, this is heaven.
I just pull my pants down and see like who wants a piece.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that'd be perfect for you.
So we have a submitted word, Urban Dictionary word of the day from Chris,
Oh yeah, I saw it.
the world famous Chris.
Why did Chris text us at like 7 something in the morning?
I don't know. So his word is cockwombler. Do you guys know
And what
what
was he doing
cockwombler
that
is?
early that he came up with this?
I have no
Yeah.
idea. Maybe he was thinking about cockwomblers.
All right, well, I don't know what it is, but
Mamba, do you know what it is?
Cockwombler. It is so wombler. I know it
Or
obviously.
cockwomble, I'm sorry.
Cockwomble. It sounds so. Womble sounds like a made-up word from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So I'm gonna say it is penis-flavored candy.
No.
No, that's a good guess, though, right?
No.
Close.
No.
candy flavored penis.
No.
Ah, well, that's all I got.
Cockwomble is a completely useless person that spouts constant bullshit. He called us cockwombles
I don't understand that though. How does that make sense?
because we were on this podcast spouting complete bullshit, I guess. I don't know.
But he doesn't even listen. How the
Yeah.
fuck would he know?
I don't know. But anyway, I use it in a sentence. That Andrew is such a cockwomble.
So someone useless
What a sentence!
is a cockwomble.
Very descriptive.
Yep. So whenever you guys actually say the word cockwomble,
I'll never say it.
you will hear.
We got any emails?
Oh
Don't
yeah.
just stare at me.
I was waiting for you to say it.
I don't. No wonder why our viewership is so down. It's-
Because you're a fucking cockwomble.
Get him off you.
you can never get on me.
All right. So we do have a couple of emails. Actually, you know what? Let's get to our YouTube comments real quick because they're quick. Those are actual short. We got a couple more YouTube
We
comments.
got more
this
YouTube
week. Yeah.
comments.
Yeah. So hold on. So we got one from Tyler Durden again. It says so much gay in the first 3 minutes. LOL.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Is that a review?
It's he posted it on the last episode.
Oh.
I'd have to
comment.
see what we said.
I mean, the first 2 minutes is just us.
Yeah.
So I guess guess he's right.
Hooded Dude said Cobra Kai is dope. Junkyard was right for once. God of War is indeed fucking awesome. Mamba was right, like he is sometimes. Tony was right as always. We would complain more if. Oh, I didn't see if what.
Oh no.
Oh no, not the light.
Oh, it's because you used all the power to play the video.
So we're having technical
Oh,
difficulties in the
we
studio.
would complain more
Junkyard
if.
didn't play his light bill.
Oh, we would. Tony was right as always. We would complain more if we had to see his bald head.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, get him off you. Fix that light, Mama.
No, it's fine. Well, how does it look?
Yeah.
Put on the video.
Probably like shit.
Well, I mean, it's Mamba, though, too, so.
Yeah,
It's
you don't
true.
need to see me. Oh, that's not
This
bad.
is good.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think he looks better.
Yeah. Very slimming that light.
Look, it's even blinking. You see?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Anyway, all right.
That light adds like 20 pounds.
Let's get to a couple emails here. So,
That light has 5.
well, actually, so we only have one email, to be honest. So the first, actually, we had two. One of them was Mr. Bernard trying to like tell us about this crazy news story that we already covered about the kid going to
Oh, yeah.
Bali with his mom's credit card. And then the next email is, of course, everyone's favorite.
Pancho segment. Pancho segment. Pancho segment.
The subject is panas or panas.
Pandas? Or
No,
penes?
just panas. It says, "Súbele mambo pa que mi gato." I don't know the song. Súbele
didn't
mambo
you-
pa
why-
mi
why don't
gata,
you
prenda
read
los
this before the
motores.
shows?
Súbele mambo pa mi gata, prenda los motores. Que se preparen, que lo que viene es pa que le den duro.
What does that
What
mean?
song is that?
I don't know. Ask your wife.
I don't know if she knows.
She speaks that language.
Yeah.
She speaks that language. So do you, asshole.
She speaks Mexican.
Yeah, I speak Spanish. I don't speak Mexican.
Damn. This sounds like a reggaeton song.
What does that
Sure
What does that
gotta
mean
be.
though, Junkyard?
It just says put it up.
Why don't you copy
Mambo?
and paste instead of trying to type it out? Because you're going to fuck it up.
No, here. The Mambo Time. It's Mambo Time by Jelly Bean. Is that it? Or is it this one?
I don't know. I think you should just read the rest of the email.
I'm curious now.
That's what I.
Subale Mambo.
Or you should have.
Daddy
Oh, is it
Yankee.
is it Gasolina?
Oh, I think, yeah. because it's not like the chorus, but he's saying
Yeah.
subele, blah, 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 blah. Yeah,
Nada más
yeah,
gasolina.
yeah. Okay, so it's
Anyway.
Daddy Yankee.
Yeah. Anyway, it says, "What's up, bros? Sorry I missed you all these past few weeks.
That's a damn lie.
Chaboy was in Mexico trying to get the truth behind the claims. JYD kidnapped and married his cousin. Sadly, I didn't come to a solid conclusion. So, like NFL referees state when they do replays, the original call that JYD married his cousin stands.
Yep, there's insufficient evidence.
There's not enough evidence to overturn the ruling
Yep.
that they're not related.
There's not enough evidence to say that it is his cousin, but there's a lot less evidence to say that it isn't his cousin.
So we're just gonna go with that.
Anyway, it says, glad I could help in investigating. On another note, you hear all about the latest Me Too hashtag Me Too male to get hit by that train. Juno Diaz, an acclaimed author, was recently accused of forcibly kissing another woman. I do not know what that necessarily means, but I continue to grow concerned with where his whole movement is heading. There are clear instances where guys have been total pieces of trash. See Harvey Weinstein for an example. But what about a guy who goes on one date and at the end of the night he shoots his shot and goes in for a kiss? Perhaps the woman didn't want the kiss, so does this make her a hashtag Me Too victim?
Yeah, you know who's the Me Too victim? What's that bitch's name? Sleeping Beauty.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because she didn't give consent.
Nope.
Nope. She was sleeping.
She was sleeping.
It was like I think you consider that rape.
So Disney is promoting rape culture.
Anyway, when I've done that, I didn't have rape on my mind, but I guess by today's standard, I'd be considered a misogynist rapist. Also, I've been in other instances where I've asked to kiss a girl, which by today's standards are good, and the girl laughed at me for being too much of a puth, for not going in for one. The shit is confusing and wild. I also have another story about a high school kid my wife has been counseling who apparently accidentally brushed up a girl's breast in gym class, and then his friends had an intervention for him, apparently for being the next serial rapist.
Wow.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm sure I've accidentally brushed up on chicks' bodies, and I would fucking hate if I were accused of being some kind of deviant. What do you guys think the end game for this hashtag Me Too is? It seems like just when you think about it, when it's about to end, it continues to get nuttier. Anyway, that's all I got, fam. Sincerely, Pancho.
I don't think there's an end game for the whole movement. I think with anything, once it reaches a certain level of popularity, it just goes to shit.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
like, I mean, I'm sure it started out with, with positive intentions. Like, hey, this movement is about people who were afraid to speak up, but now have a voice because people have come forward, and you can finally put that shit behind you or try to move on. But if you talk about it, but as it gets more and more popular, it's like then you get weird shit like that, like, oh, this guy accidentally touched me too, type of things. Like, no, you're kind of like shitting on the ideals of it. Just like Black Lives Matter, the whole Black Lives Matter wasn't intended to be just a bunch of idiots fucking blocking traffic, but that's what it's become now.
Yeah, I think with any popular movement, also, I could speak about this because as somebody that was accused of
Sexual assaults.
falsely,
Allegedly.
also, we broke the story here first.
Yeah.
So I controlled the narrative.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? I definitely shouldn't have said that. I didn't think about it.
Edit out, Junkyard. Edit that part
So no,
out.
you were saying that as someone who was accused, what?
I think with any popular movement, there's gonna be a lot of people who want to be a part of that movement, so they're gonna embellish things or blow things out of proportion, like that Aziz Ansari's girl.
Yeah.
Like she wrote that article about how
Somebody wrote the article about her story. Yeah.
but somebody wrote it and nobody. I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal, right? Unless, I mean, I'm a guy, but it seemed consensual. Right?
I've spoken to other females about it, and they seem to be on our side. Well, not necessarily our side, but like they have the same opinion as us.
Yeah.
Where it's not like she had so many opportunities to leave. She should have left when she had the
It
chance.
was just probably a weird sexual encounter.
Like
Everybody has
maybe
those.
he was being a little bit of he was being kind of a dick. but
At no
it
point-
wasn't. At no point was he like,
Yeah.
you know.
But she probably had a weird sexual encounter, and then she heard about this move, and she was like, you know what? I want to be relevant too, and I'm gonna bring it up. And I'm not saying that all of them are trying to be relevant. Some of them actually have actual cases, but I'm sure there's.
I think that the ones that aren't relevant are detrimental to the whole movement. Like they're ruining it for the real victims.
yeah, they'll.
Like there's people out there that have done shit and then they just flat out regret it. So they're like, oh, that. Me too, you know.
Yeah, they're like,
It's
oh,
good.
I regretted it. Hashtag. me
Same
too."
thing with like the whole movement about with the transgender movement, I guess you can call it, where like, you know, about the whole, we've talked about this on this podcast, where about the pronouns, like where like you have to call them specific pronouns, they can't be he, she, anything like that. I mean, that's kind of like yeah, everybody should be equal in that, but then when you start forcing other people to like ask what their preferred pronoun is, that's a little. That's kind of much. Like any movement is going to go to that in that direction.
Like who was it? It was it Lena Dunham? She was at some sort of benefit or
Oh yeah, about the abortion.
abortion. She
She said she wishes
I'm
she would have gotten an
paraphrasing
abortion.
here.
Oh yeah, she
but
did
she was
say-
like, I wish I had an abortion so I could connect with you guys. Obviously, she meant it a certain way, but
just no.
I'm sure there's people who like
What the
they
fuck?
want to feel a part of something.
Yeah.
So even though it's a movement that is about women who are sexually assaulted, somebody's going to see that and like, oh, I want to be a part of that movement too. Yeah,
That happened to me.
that happened to me.
And you know where I think this is going to end up heading, even though it's hopefully it doesn't, but it might. And it's kind of already like getting there, where like you're not gonna be able to have sex with a guy or girl can have like just a one-time fling or
Well,
you know,
yeah,
a
'cause-
crazy night
'cause-
out
'cause
because you're gonna have
now-
to sign away
didn't-
like a contract.
Because didn't you read like how some I don't know, like some like legislation or something saying that like they're trying to pass it where you can withdraw consent after the fact.
After the fact, yeah.
It's like
That's bullshit. Like you can't withdraw consent. Like if you consented at the moment,
yeah.
consent
It's
is
like you
consent.
can consent at the moment, but then you can withdraw it afterwards. Like
That's-
I
yeah.
withdraw my consent to
Like
do this,
you can't
this
you can't
podcast.
you can't
It's too
consent.
late.
Every time I want to quit this podcast, Junker's just like, oh, you're the one that wanted to do it. Well, I revoke my consent. Don't want to do it anymore.
It's too late, man.
It's too late.
Yep,
It's too late.
I gotta
too
bite
late.
the bullet.
You can just join the Me Too movement.
Oh yeah, I probably should.
Like you're being assaulted. Your voice is being assaulted.
Every week.
Every week, dude. As if we recorded it.
Yeah. Every 3 weeks.
But yeah, like what rape and like revoking consent after the fact are two different things. Like if you've been forcibly, violated, that's obviously wrong and that's bad and you shouldn't do it. But if you said yes, let's have sex,
And
and
you
then,
have consensual sex, and
and then like
literally-
the sex sucks, and you're like, fuck, maybe I should have fucked them.
yeah, it's like you regret it, so then
You say
regret
no, well, like,
doesn't
I-
give you the right to revoke.
Right. Like I regret a lot. Well, I don't regret a lot of shit, but if I did, like you can't take that shit back.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's
you know how
some,
much shit I want to take back, man. There's a ton of shit I want to revoke, but I can't. You gotta live with it.
I'm sure there's like some positive. The guys are probably a little bit more cautious now. They're probably not. I don't know. Probably not catcalling women.
No, there's still guys cat. You still swear as long as
Yeah, it's
men
never
are
gonna-
alive,
it's
there's gonna be
probably
catcalling.
never gonna Okay, I take it back. Nothing positive has came from.
But
Guys are gonna be guys.
but
The worst.
But yeah, I think it's like I said. Sooner or later, you're gonna have to sign a contract before you have sex with someone, and it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be like, that's gonna kill. Like, think about it, that's just gonna kill intimacy. Like, what if
No,
things
I think that would get me going even more.
what?
Because once that contract is signed, that's it. There's no going back.
Legally
She is
binding.
contractually
No, because
obligated.
Nope, because she can revoke consent after she signs that
No,
contract.
no, that's gonna be a clause.
Do you not know
In
what
your
a
contract?
Do you not know what a contract is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have T-Mobile. You should know all about contracts.
But what if she says in court that you forced her to sign that contract?
Oh, that she signed it under duress.
Under duress. Yep. Then that contract becomes null and
Null
void.
and void.
Then what?
She's gonna talk to my lawyer.
Yeah.
See you in court.
So not only that, you're gonna have to.
Well, what I would do in that case is I would
you have to record her.
I would countersue. I'd be like, you know what? I also revoke consent, and I allowed her to dome me off, and I changed my mind. She violated my penis with her mouth
Yeah.
multiple times. to the point where my penis was trying to fight back.
They'd be like, "Sir, we have multiple reports that you were very aroused." That was my penis being frightened.
Yep.
And be like,
It was my penis trying to defend itself.
That was not by choice. That was biology.
Have you ever played Pokemon? You never heard of the move Harden? I was building up my defense.
my penis was so disgusted by the act it vomited
Yeah,
Exactly.
in her mouth.
In her mouth.
it was a repellent.
It was the only way to get her off.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my countersuit.
Thank God I ate a bunch of beef jerky that day. It was foul.
Oh my god. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know, man. It's getting wild.
Mm-hmm.
These are wild times we live in. You know
Good
what I'm
thing
saying?
I have a girlfriend, a stable girlfriend. She can't revoke consent, right?
No, because once you're in a relationship,
Well, she can until you're married. Once you're married, she's your legal property,
okay.
and then she can't. There's no such thing as consent. Then you just
yeah. So you can't really. So don't push it right now.
right. You gotta wait till you guys get married.
So once we get married, she gives up the right to be a person, right?
Exactly.
She's now my property.
Yes, she is.
That's what marriage is.
Yeah.
No wonder why people get married.
Yeah. Why else would they get married?
Yeah. You know what they say? Why buy the cow and you get the milk for
I
free?
thought it was to have a partnership with somebody that you really cared about. Spend the rest of your
Where the
life.
fuck did you hear that shit?
Yeah.
Apparently, it's
You've-
just to own somebody.
You've been watching. You've been listening to the mainstream media, Mamba.
Oh, you know what? You've been watching that Glee shit. That's why.
What? I don't watch Glee.
You're starting to believe.
I don't watch Glee at all.
You're starting to believe in feelings.
You've been watching too much state-run media.
Speaking of Glee, so not that I watch it, but I've heard about it.
Okay.
And two of the actors on the show, Leah Michelle
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
and Corey Monteith, they were dating. They were two of
Yeah.
the stars of the show.
Yes.
And Corey Monteith died fairly young.
Yeah.
And Leah Michelle now is engaged to some other guy. And my girlfriend was like, "Oh yeah, Leah Michelle got engaged." And I was like, "That's terrible." She was like, "Why?" I'm like, "Out of respect, she should never have taken another lover."
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong.
No, I'm never wrong.
Because if he would have died,
I'm just not gonna listen to
if
you.
he would have died due to like cancer
Uh-huh.
or something that he couldn't control, then yes, she should never take another lover. But he
Killed
died
himself.
under his own actions. He chose.
Okay.
He made a terrible choice.
So then she can move on then?
Yeah.
What if he revokes consent after he's dead?
He wrote from what? The cocaine?
Huh?
Revoke consent from what?
From him killing himself. He revoked how did he kill himself?
He OD'd.
Overdosed.
Yeah, he revoked the cocaine's consent, the consent to the cocaine to kill him.
I don't think he overdosed from cocaine. Can you overdose from cocaine?
Yeah, you can overdose from anything.
Yeah.
Not marijuana.
I'm sure you can. I don't think anybody's done
Well, I mean,
you gotta smoke a lot of weed.
yeah, that's gotta be a lot of. I think you.
I
Just,
think he was doing heroin.
it. Okay, well, he
Was
revoked the heroin's
well,
consent.
he was doing something.
Yeah. Hey, he looked pretty good for somebody that did heroin.
I mean, isn't that...
If you could get away with,
For someone who had a drug problem, he
if
looked
you
pretty
could,
good.
yeah, have.
I mean, he was like 30 something playing a high school guy.
yeah, if you could have a career like that and still do drugs, more power to you. I'm not.
But
one to
his
judge.
career didn't last very
I
long
don't
because he
do-
died.
I don't do any drugs, and I have a mediocre job.
But you have a booming podcast.
Yeah. Like I
booming
don't.
is
I
not
also,
the word.
Yeah. Like I don't do drugs, but if you see me on the street and I haven't bathed in like 2 days and I don't have a hat on, I look like a druggie.
Yeah,
But this guy, like, he did drugs every day, hardcore,
and he was a
he was like
millionaire.
playing a high school guy on
that's,
TV.
that's just makeup. That's makeup and lighting.
Trust me, no makeup's gonna make me look like a high school kid.
Maybe we need to get a makeup artist in here.
We should put that on the list. Get a makeup artist for the show.
But my question is,
And a
or not my
electrician.
question, but I told my girlfriend, if I die, you can never take another lover because that'd be disrespectful. And she was like, "That's not fair. Wouldn't you want me to be happy and move on with my life?" I'm like, "No. I want you to live in grief,
For the rest of your life.
preferably. Yeah, you
Well, yeah, but see,
die lonely.
I
Like
guess
a spinster.
I guess it depends on how you die. Like if you get hit by a bus, then yeah, she should never take another lover. But if you like oh, let me like take some pills and off myself, then
Okay,
yeah,
then
then she could do whatever
she can
wants.
move on. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I guess it depends on how you die. What if you like died somehow embarrassing? Like really embarrassing.
I would hope nobody finds out. I would like
Like while on the toilet taking a shit.
Yeah, like, oh, hey, the light came back on. Like, say you're just eating Peeps on your couch and you choke. She can move on.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that she deserves. Yeah, if you're that,
Uh-huh.
if you die choking on pizza, then
Oh, you
not
said
pizza.
peeps.
Peeps.
Alright.
Those.
those fucking marshmallows.
Yeah. What if you just?
All right, if you, oh man, that'd be yeah. You probably could choke on. All right, if you die choking on a peep, then you are not built for this world.
What if you died choking on a pito?
Oh. Well, you probably have other interests then, and she definitely could move
Yeah,
on.
you're probably okay with her moving on.
But no, it's okay because you're a booty warrior.
'Cause I'm a warrior.
Die the way you live then.
All right. Anyway, so guys, do you guys
Do
hear?
you want to talk about? What are you talking
I
about?
want to talk about something.
I
That,
wanna talk
that
about something
came
else.
out today. Okay, go ahead.
I want to talk about something else too.
All right, go ahead.
No, I'm
gonna talk about-
I just wanted to fit in.
I was gonna talk about it last week,
Go ahead.
but I forgot.
What?
For those who've never heard of it, if you guys should go check out Hamilton. It's really good.
I want to watch it.
It's about Alexander Hamilton. And
Well, yeah, it's called Hamilton. What else would it be about?
some people might not know who the fuck Alexander Hamilton is. I didn't know. I had to find out through minorities singing hip hop. And it was great.
So are you a fan of Lin-Manuel Miranda now?
I'm not a fan of Puerto Ricans, but he's an exception. I kid. I'm just kidding. It was really good though. It was really good. Like I think the demand kind of died down, so the tickets I got they were pretty reasonable.
Because everyone's already seen it.
Everybody who wanted to see it seen it, but it was pretty sold out. Also, side note, so I've gone to a few performances or plays with my girlfriend, and I noticed that certain venues, when you buy tickets from them on Ticketmaster, when you buy a ticket, it'll say like you could
Obstructed view.
Yeah, you could find some discount tickets because Ticketmaster will say obstructed view. And I was like, these are really cheap. I was like, how bad can it be? So what I do is I go on a website and they show you the venue. Like it's a social media site. People will take pictures of it and then put the view of their seats on this website. So you just match your seats with the picture.
Which theater was it at?
CIBC.
Okay. There should be another name of it though, right? That's just a sponsor.
CIBC Theater. It's right on Adams and Dearborn. Anyways, what you do is, so you take a ticket that you want to buy, and you look and see how bad the view is, and then sometimes, or not even that bad, just how it looks, and sometimes it might be like a very minor inconvenience. Like where we sat, it was kind of to the right of the balcony, but it was really close. The only problem is that there was a speaker that kind of obstructed the view, but it was like barely noticeable.
Oh, it used to be the Majestic Theater.
And I think.
So just because that speaker might block one of the actors during a certain performance,
Yeah,
it's
like-
considered. I guess for legal purposes, they have to say it's an obstructed view.
Well,
It might block an actor for 10 seconds, but I'm paying.
people get very upset about that though.
Well, those people are idiots because I paid $72 for tickets that were like 100 and something.
So
Nice.
I work at a venue as well, and we had
It will not be named.
It
It was the
will not be
Allstate
named.
Arena.
no,
Okay.
it was what do you call it? The Rosemont Horizon,
Okay.
and
Does that still exist?
that's the Allstate Arena. You fool.
Oh, I didn't realize they changed.
So that Kevin Hart was playing, and these people complained.
He doesn't play; he performs.
You know what I mean? There was these cables coming down from the ceiling, and the tickets weren't listed as obstructed. But there are these cables coming down, and the stage is wide as fuck. The tickets or the cables probably were like, like maybe about a foot thick, wrapped around. So they obstructed the view, like you said, seconds at a time. If that person, so stand-up comedians walk around the
so
stage usually. So if you got in front of those cables, the view was obstructed. But they complained about that.
I mean, I wouldn't really complain.
But it's like he stood there the whole night.
And
you know what
plus,
I'm saying?
how far away were they?
They were pretty close. They were like,
Okay, so they didn't
don't
see
know.
him for like a few seconds.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was
So
a
what,
giant.
what do you do in those cases?
we gave them other seats.
Oh, really? That happened to me once.
But what? I thought it was sold out.
I think we gave them handicap seating.
Oh.
Oh,
So
so,
you
we're like, all right, This guy is one of
Oh
those.
no, I'm lying. Not in this case.
I would have.
In other case, you know what I'm lying. In other cases, we sometimes do that, but not in this case. In this case, we told them that they were fuck shit out of luck because it was sold out. You're right. It was sold out. There was no seats available. They just told them, well,
that would be hilarious if like put him in handicap seating. Like, oh, here, sir, we got a seat that's perfect for you. But that did happen to me once. So 2010, and I bought tickets to see Gorillaz at the UIC Pavilion, and we get there. There's like a giant steel beam in the way, like right in the way of my seats. Like, what the fuck? I don't remember seeing that they were obstructive view, but I bought them. So
they usually say on the tickets if they're.
It probably did, but I was like 22 at the time, so I didn't pay attention. So I went up to one of the ushers. I'm like, yeah, there's a big beam in the fucking way. Like, is there anything you could do in there? And I think I was on the second floor. They're like, yeah, come with us. And then they moved us down to the first floor, like really close.
Nice.
I was like, man, this is why people complain so much. You get things that you want.
So now do you know that white people are onto something?
Yeah.
Now you
know white women at Target. Now I know when they complain. Black ladies at Chipotle. Now I get why you guys complain because you get what you want. Yeah, it makes sense now.
Other people at Cooper's Hawk.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I'm usually the type of guy that's like, I'll just deal with it. I don't want to bother anybody. But if
Tony at Ticketmaster.
Yeah, but if you bother people,
oh, I bothered the fuck out of Ticketmaster.
You'll get exactly what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, not always.
Not always. I think if you're reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, if you're reasonable, if you make a good point, like for example, like there's a giant beam right there. It's like, okay, come on, what the fuck?
But like those people complain, and they couldn't get shit because there was no seats available.
But see, the thing is, like, if it was like one of those like sold out events, like if I go to an event that's completely sold out, and I sit in front of a beam, like, oh, what the fuck? Like, okay, well, we can't do anything because it's sold out. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, I'll be like, oh, well, I can't create more seats, so I'll just fucking whatever. I should have.
And at the same time, it's stand-up comedy. You don't have to see him 100% of the time.
But see, I'm easy to please though, because like if I was at that Kevin Hart show and like my view of Kevin Hart was obstructed for 10 seconds during one of his jokes, if you would have been like, all right, here's a free drink voucher, I'd be like, all right, cool, thank you. Can I get a small Coke, please? And
you wouldn't get it free.
I would have been happy with that.
You wouldn't have gotten one of those.
But I'm just saying, I would have been happy with anything.
But what if you would have gotten nothing?
Your first mistake is going to a Kevin Hart
Then
show.
I would have just complained. Yeah,
Kevin Hart sucks.
I don't think he's that good.
He's not. I was there for both his shows.
Did you at least like laugh?
Why are
at
you
all?
guys hating?
No.
He's a comedy mogul.
He sucks. Overrated.
So why does he sell out stadiums?
Because he's overrated. That's the definition of being overrated.
I think his old stand-up was pretty funny. Now it's like, meh, not my thing.
you want to hear something funny? A complaint I got once. So like there was this DJ that went and
Was the complaint, this DJ sucks, I recommend Funky Cole Medina.
No. The complaint was because it was DJ.
Oh, okay.
That was at a local bar.
No. So like the stage was like at the end of the arena, and they obviously cover up those seats because it's blocked. Like you can't see anything because behind the stage because it's like a big curtain or a screen or whatever it is. Yeah. You know, so you literally cannot see the performer. So the complaint, and it was general admission, so technically you could sit anywhere you want on that level, except behind the stage, because obviously, who the fuck wants to sit behind the stage? Well, clearly there was this real drunk chick that wanted to sit behind the stage. Her complaint was why she couldn't sit there in those seats if it was general admission. And I'm like, because you can't see anything?
Why don't you just let her sit there?
Because we couldn't. They said nobody can sit behind there. Because I think the reason why is because there's no security and there's nobody back there
yeah, so they could
to like watch anybody if anything happens.
That makes sense.
Safety reasons. So like, she's like, but I could see just fine. And I'm like, maybe you could see right now because it was the opening act and they were like at the front of the stage. But once like the main DJ comes on, like he's gonna be up high, like closer to the back. You're not gonna be able to see shit. Like, why do you want to sit there? She's like, I don't know. I just want to sit there. Yeah, she was drunk and her friends were let's go, and she was just complaining. She literally stood with me for like 10 minutes complaining of why she couldn't sit there if it was general admission.
Yeah, see that type of shit. Like, fuck them.
And like I said, I would have let her sit there if she could. If I was like, whatever, fucking suit yourself, sit behind the stage, don't see anything. But if you paid like $80 for this fucking concert and you're not gonna be able to see anything, go ahead. Fuck, I don't care.
$80 to watch some guy press play.
Yep. I think a chick sang though.
That's Still not worth it.
Yeah, he sucked anyway.
What DJ was that?
Kygo.
Don't know who that is.
One of our listeners, our friend, went to go
like-
see it.
I like Kygo.
Case dismissed.
Well, you proved me wrong.
No, you proved me right.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
if Tony listens to it,
Yeah.
obviously it's got to be bad.
No, are you kidding me? I was just put on.
Yeah, on his way here,
Man, I was putting him on.
he was playing Bad Bobby. You know who that is?
No, I don't know who bad.
You don't know who
Catch
that
Me
is?
Outside Girl.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Whoa, hold on. Hear me out. That was that's an expected reaction. Yes, I understand. but if you listen to Gucci Flip Flops, it is surprisingly not
I
shitty.
think I've heard that one.
That's the Future song. You didn't hear her. There's a song named after that, or there's a song that was made like 2 years ago called Gucci Flip Flops.
I've
There's a
heard
new
one of her songs.
and
though.
it's featuring none other than Lil Yachty. I'm telling you, it is
That sounds like a horrible mix.
exactly on paper. It sounds like a complete shit show, but if you listen to it, it is actually
Can I play it?
not
Will we get
terrible.
pulled?
It's not the probably.
We'll probably get pulled, yeah. But
You think
go
so?
ahead.
But it's her.
music.
Yeah, but who
Yeah,
gives a
but
fuck? It's her.
She's fucking famous now.
she's famous now.
Lil Bobby.
No,
Just type Gucci Flip Flops.
Oh wow, it's the first thing that comes up.
Exactly.
but that might be the Future version. I don't know that is.
Oh, Bad Baby. Featuring
It's
Lil
No,
pronounced
that's not how
bad
you
because
pronounce
notice
it.
the H is Bhabie.
Oh, whatever.
I would play the second one.
Oh, second one.
usual happens.
We're gonna get pulled.
That's an ad.
Okay.
You have a lot of stuff.
That's an ad as
Can
well.
you skip
We're
it?
giving them free ads.
Three. Give him 2 seconds. One. Skip
I
ad.
like this one because like there's a crab that walks by and he's pretty lit. I like the little crab. The little crab, he like dances and shit. It's cool.
All right. So far, I'm not
Look,
gonna
look,
fast
look,
forward.
look,
Oh,
crab.
yeah.
Can I fast forward it?
It's about to start.
Gucci flip flops, fucking hit your bitch and massage. This a big watch, diamonds dripping off.
It's not the worst.
It's not the worst shit.
But it's not good.
I mean, but it's not the worst. I agree. It may not be great, but it's not the worst.
All right.
I don't
Hopefully that won't pull us.
All right.
I was thinking of like this. Okay, so I think about this a lot because my sister.
Oh no, lights out again.
I don't think she listens to her, but she listens to Little Yachty and stuff like that. And I was like, why is her taste in music so bad? And I started thinking about it. When I was a kid, my taste in music was bad. I thought Limp Bizkit was a good band.
It's true. I loved O-Town.
Korn? You guys remember Korn?
I remember Korn. I actually did not. I think my
Korn's really popular though. I think they still have
I never liked
a
Korn.
cult following.
I was big into. I did like the Offspring.
Can you move your mic
Oh,
closer?
yeah,
You sound really far away.
I like the Offspring. Remember the Offspring?
Yeah, they were good.
But they were good.
No, maybe I just had good taste.
But we thought they were good.
I don't know.
If you played it for kids now, they'd be like, "Oh, that's trash." But we listen to their music and they're like, "Oh, that's trash."
I actually did listen to Limp Bizkit.
Who's the pedophile rapper
That's another song that Tony made me listen to.
with the colored
Tekashi
hair?
6ix9ine.
Okay, that's Tekashi 69, and the song I made you listen to was Kuda, which is a great song. But
was
he's
okay.
technically all right.
But
He
he's
did-
a
he didn't
pedophile.
commit- he
He's
didn't
not a
com-
pedophile.
He didn't commit a sexual act.
What happened was that
Kind of.
All right, here's what happened. He was at a party that he was invited to. Some guy's like, "Hey, come to this party, come through." So he goes to this party, and there's these girls there, and this is when he's 17 years old. So he's at this party, and this one girl's like trying to talk to him, whatever. So they end up like, I guess they end up doing stuff.
Little does she know
He finds out later that she was like, wait, was he 19 and she was 17?
I don't know.
Well, in order for him to be considered a pedo, he would have to have been of age.
Or I think she
over
was
the age of
16
18.
or something. But anyway, the point is, yeah, it was like he didn't know. And so like the whole thing was like, yeah, that he sexually assaulted this girl. That
No, but there was more things than that.
I heard another thing.
Yeah,
that
that he did. He had underage girls in his video
he was
performing sex acts.
with his friend or something, and his friend was like getting domed off by like a teenager, maybe.
Dude, I think there were multiple reports of him having pedophile acts.
All right, so his friend was getting
No.
domed off by a teenager.
What's his name? Tekashi?
Tekashi 69.
His friend was getting domed off by a teenager, so the whole time he's recording it, he slaps the girl on the ass.
I think that was one of them too.
Yeah. Did you put Tekashi
I don't know,
6ix9ine pedophile?
Yeah. Having sex. He filmed himself having sex with schoolgirls.
Oh,
28-year-old rapper. That's not 18.
No, but this was like,
he's 28.
Yeah.
he's not 28.
That's not
That's
him.
not even him.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
That's someone else.
Oh yeah, that's somebody else. Hold on. I think it's because it said pedophile rapper. Is that how you spell Takashi?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, it's sick. Wow, what the? Why does he spell it like that? Let's see. Let's see what it says. 21-year-old.
So now he's 21. Yeah.
Bass rapper Takashi. Why does he spell it like that's horrible.
Because Junker
Is one of the
has
twists-
tattoos
Just
on his
does.
face. You think somebody that has tattoos on his face is going to spell correctly?
You're right, Mamba. You're right. You're absolutely correct, Mamba. I'm sorry. I don't know why I expected something higher of a person that has fucking
Yeah, exactly.
rainbow colored hair and tattoos on his face.
He communicates strictly through emojis. How did you know?
Tony, why do you like this guy? So anyway,
You got listen to Gunmo, bro.
so let's see. He's been accused of horrific sexual crime. Let's see. What does it say? Guilty of a child in sexual performance.
Well, he did plead guilty because even though, obviously, if you look at the guy, it would be the dumbest thing. It wouldn't be smart of him to go to court. If he takes it to trial,
He probably took a plea deal.
yeah, he took a plea deal because if he goes to trial, I mean, just look at his face.
And he gets convicted.
He's gonna get he gets
Yeah.
like the maximum. So he just pled guilty and took a deal. But yeah,
So he's okay. So the victim was 13.
which is pretty good advice from us. If somebody offers you a plea deal and you didn't commit the crime,
And he was 19.
how old is she?
13.
he was 19.
That's pretty young. That's not even close to like.
Well,
Yeah, it's-
have you seen the 13-year-olds now? I mean,
Yeah, but still.
I mean, woof. I take that.
No,
back.
see,
I don't like
look, says
13-year-old
he was 17.
That's what he's saying, but over here it says he was 19.
All right,
Well, whatever.
Junker.
We're not
Let's
gonna
not get
that.
into the legal
Sounds,
matter.
that sounds like a bunch of pedo stuff to me. Why do you like a pedo, Tony?
I mean, everybody likes pedos. People still listen to R. Kelly.
This is true. But R. Kelly did a lot of crazy shit. He wasn't just a pedo. He was a sex slave owner.
Allegedly, he has a sex cult.
Right. What was the other thing? He did a bunch of other shit.
Oh, he married Aaliyah.
Fucking
when
everyone loves fucking Michael Jackson's music, and that was a fucking boy toucher
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, but that was never proven.
Oh, okay, alleged.
He's
boy
an
toucher.
alleged boy
R.
toucher.
Kelly married Aaliyah when she was 15 years old, which is very pedo-ish.
Yeah, that's very, very pedo-ish.
Anyway, so what's so great about this guy? Besides, I mean, about his music?
Clearly, just his music. It's great.
Don't-
I wouldn't play it. It's definitely not
It's a what?
made
That's
for the
not
airwaves.
his music. You put pedophile there.
Yeah, good. I want
What if he had a song called pedophile?
to. He raps about how he loves being a pedophile. Gunmo.
Mm-hmm.
I just play like 2 seconds of this.
Alright.
I want to know what you love about this.
Niggas
bullshit.
envy blicky
Oh, I've
got
heard this
stiffy
song.
got blicky drumming slippy
Can you put some else over your clip?
Ah, he's a
Stump
Mexican.
Gang. Yeah, he's Mexican.
Oh,
His real
man.
name's like Daniel Hernandez.
How embarrassing.
I don't know. I'm not impressed by the little 15-second clip we just heard.
It's a banger, man. You gotta
Uh,
power through.
pretty sure it's not.
Can you go out
Go where?
or just go to Google? Can you type in his name and then put Metro Station?
What's his name?
Takashi 69. So just do that.
Metro?
Station. This is the funniest shit ever. All right.
Play it?
Yeah, it's going to be hilarious.
Why is it going to be hilarious?
Metro Station was a emo band back in the aughts.
What the fuck is this?
Skip that ad. So it's the same video.
Oh, I remember this song.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. Isn't this, what's,
Metro, Miley Cyrus's brother.
yeah.
But if you let it play, they're dancing. No, let it play right there.
It actually goes pretty good. Yeah.
It goes perfect.
Anyway,
That is actually pretty funny.
he doesn't look very good. So how did he get so popular? Why is he so popular?
I don't know, kids.
He actually he made Gunmo, and he was just a SoundCloud rapper. He made the video himself, and it just blew up. Like,
So he's a struggle rapper.
Well, he's making a lot of money.
No, not anymore.
No, I'm saying he was a struggle
He
rapper.
was, yeah. I mean, everyone's a struggle rapper
Not
at
everyone.
some point.
This is a struggle podcast. We're waiting to blow up.
Yeah.
This is true.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't like to knock anybody's hustle. He's making money. If somebody gave me the option, like, here, you got to make terrible music, and you'll become a millionaire. Yes.
I will make all the shitty music you
make
want.
all the shitty music you want. But that's all I need to do. Dye my hair rainbow. If you made me look like Rainbow Bright, put a bunch of temporary
Rainbow
tattoos on my face, I'd say yes. Just sign me a check.
So anyway, speaking of horrible people, like Tekashi 69, did you guys hear about this guy? It just came out today. It just, like, went viral today.
I heard about it.
About this guy.
I haven't seen the video,
No?
but I did hear
Here.
about it. This is the guy that was talking shit to the waiter.
No, it wasn't a waiter. It was staff at this, like, fresh farm or some shit.
Oh,
some
okay.
Sandwich place. Here, I'm gonna let everybody watch it real quick. If I could. If the video works.
Clients at your staff is speaking Spanish to customers when they should be speaking very violent. I mean, sometimes they do. Every person I listen to, he spoke it, she's speaking it, is America.
Oh, it is. I'll work it. Whatever, just see it here.
He's extremely ignorant.
That's fucked up.
He's very ignorant. And he shouldn't be allowed.
Because I will be following up. And my guess is they're not documented. So my next call is to ICE to have each one of them kicked out of my country. If they have the balls to come here and live off of my money, I pay for their welfare, I pay for their ability to be here. The least they can do,
This guy is something else.
No welfare?
Yes,
Such an ignorant
you
asshole.
intend on running a place in Midtown Manhattan, your staff should be speaking English, not Spanish.
Because of people like you, our nation
Honey, I'm calling ICE.
Call ICE. So that they can
Maybe you shouldn't eat that sandwich today. Take a break from the food.
Maybe you should get hit by a car, you piece of shit.
You should get hit by a car. Oh, what
So anyway.
So they released his name. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm sure the internet is
I
dragging.
think he got fired from his job. I heard because
No.
he's a lawyer.
No, he didn't get fired from his job because he owns the law firm.
Oh, he owns it.
Yeah. So basically, what do you call it? This guy, if you guys couldn't really hear, he was just talking shit about the people that work there.
Aaron Schlossberg.
Schlossberg. So here's some 5 facts you should know about this fucking cocksucker. So it's funny. Okay, so it's funny. He says that I pay for their welfare. People who have jobs don't really have welfare.
No, that's not true. People who have jobs have welfare.
It could be, but
yeah,
still.
I've heard about people.
Well, yeah, I mean,
work
technically, yes, you can probably do it, but in most cases, especially if they're like Hispanic, they probably not have welfare. You could get like link and shit like that if you're because you're making another term out. That's technically not welfare. I think
what is welfare?
Be considered.
I thought that was a general term.
No, I think
gluten.
I think welfare would be considered. Wouldn't that be considered more just like all in instead of because like if you make under a certain amount of money, you're eligible for food stamps, but I don't think that's considered as welfare.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. We can look it up.
Move on.
Anyway,
all right, move on.
Anyway, so yeah, he starts yelling about that. Here's some other fun facts about him. So Schlossberg, he studied abroad in Spain and promotes fluency in his Spanish on his law firm website. So
that's funny.
He says he could speak 4 languages: French, Hebrew, Mandarin, Chinese, and Spanish. So I guess it's cool to speak Spanish as long as they're paying him.
I guess so, yeah.
He was seen among Trump supporters at a protest in New York last year, yelling, "You are not a Jew" at Jewish people.
How?
So he's a real stand-up guy.
Oh, okay.
So this guy has made a point to just go around being as insulting as possible.
I guess so.
Another nice fact: Schlossberg went to Johns Hopkins for undergrad and George Washington Law School before clerking for a New Jersey judge.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
He
he worked under a judge basically.
That's just like an accomplishment.
Yeah. He started his own law office in 2012, and people obviously been putting shit on Yelp and Facebook with negative reviews about it.
Good.
So,
Let me see the pic.
The internet.
Is that the pic
It's
for his law office?
Yeah, it is. You wanna?
Is that a dog getting hit by a frisbee?
You want me to look up the law office?
Oh yeah.
In a new tab. We'll finish the facts.
That's it. That was the last fact.
Oh, okay.
Law Office of Aaron. Oh, wow, look at that. You see that? The first that comes up.
Damn, Big Brother's watching.
Well, it's got 1 star on Yelp.
Nice. Let's check out some of those reviews.
Yeah,
They always say any press is
good press.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like.
Well, I guess if you're a racist and you need a lawyer.
Yeah, if somebody's like, I appreciate his views and standing up.
Oh,
for
they already
what's
got they already got the active cleanup alert. Like they already know. Like
oh, so that means they're gonna.
Yeah, go to got it. Yeah, I got it. Whatever. Who the fuck gave him 4
It
stars?
says 5 stars. It says, he's a 5-star asshole. That's clever.
Nice.
Is what he is. Anyone who would be self-righteous bigot would have desperate indeed. He thinks he's way better than you, whoever you are. Bad upbringing, I guess. Small hoo-ha.
He got a little dick. He's got a little dick, Mamba.
Is that what it is? I would be that upset too if I had.
It says, I invite you to. This other person said, I invite you to visit Mexico. The guy that wrote it has a Mexican jersey on, by the way. I can see in this little picture. And experience the enormous hospitality that's hard to match in this world. My people have worked.
Okay, that's okay. No, he's trying to actually change his mind. He's trying to actually better him. Which no, fuck that guy.
Why would anyone ever hire a publicly known racist to represent them? Well, if you're a racist
if you're a racist yourself,
I would definitely hire a racist.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's a great idea. Lawyers have a bad rap of being assholes, and that's how a lot of people like them. Oh, wow. Look, here's the New York bar registration, 415-7012. Please call New York's Bar Department Disciplinary Committee.
And the internet is...
They are relentless.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. How the fuck did she get his... Oh, she probably looked it up, right? It says, all them degrees goes to show that education doesn't guarantee that individuals turn up civil successful. And look, that's a picture of him at that rally.
Telling people that they're not Jewish?
Yeah. Deplorable racist lawyer. He's a racist and a bigot. FYI, government aid. What does that mean? The rates of participation are higher among people of color. It is white people who are greatest number of recipients when measured by race.
No way. Are you telling me that white people are like the ones who benefit the most from welfare?
I guess.
That is bollocks.
It says, as an attorney's dumbass should know that undocumented immigrants pay taxes like everyone else, and when they aren't eligible for welfare or Medicaid.
If they're
illegal, which they're
illegal.
probably not.
Yeah.
Why do you hate Spanish speakers yet you represent them? Do not use this guy. Yeah, it's funny. Did you happen to forget that your website states you speak Spanish in your business? How ironic. Yeah, there's nothing really good in here. First, to make sure to see Aaron in action, threatening to call ICE.
So remember earlier we were talking about if you complain enough, you'll get what you want. Did
Look
he
at this.
complain
It's hilarious. Hold on.
Too much?
Yeah.
Dude, calling ICE, and then there's fucking
Vanilla
Ice Tea, Vanilla Ice, and Ice Cube.
That is...
I like how he pulled out his phone like he was actually going to call, but he's just... Like, all of his fingers are in the back. He's not calling anybody.
He's going to use Siri, dude.
Oh.
Siri, call ICE.
Ordering...
He's like, calling Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, ordering
no,
ice.
Call ICE. Ordering a Vanilla Ice latte.
Anyway, so yeah, this guy's a real douchebag. Well, so... Do you guys think he's a douchebag?
I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the way he was acting.
Yeah, he's just like that other fucking... what's that bitch? The one that was like, that called the cops on that family that was barbecuing.
Oh, yeah.
And the cops showed up and she starts crying.
Yeah.
Oh, is that meme that keeps going around with that chick on the phone?
With the chick, yeah.
I didn't know what that was from.
So this well, not a family, but there's these 2 guys. They're just out in the park. They're just barbecuing, and she comes up and is like, "Oh, you can't be here."
Are they black?
Yeah,
of course,
obviously. So he's like, "Oh, you can't be here. You can't have a charcoal grill because it's safety hazard. It's blah blah. It's against the law." And the guy's like, "No,
was this in LA?
No, this is."
I don't know where it was.
And the guy's like, "No, like I've been here for years and I know the laws, and this is a designated barbecue grilling
It's because they're black.
Exactly. So she calls the cops, and someone else starts filming her and like talking shit to her, like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, they're not doing anything wrong." Like, "Oh, well, it's because it's the law," and blah blah blah. So the cops show up and she starts crying, saying like, "Oh, like, like I just wanted to let them know that they can't be doing that because it's against the law to have a grill." And they started harassing me, and she starts like crying.
And what happened?
Oh my! I don't think anything came of it.
The
But
cops say anything?
I mean, the cops couldn't do anything because they didn't do anything wrong. But she got memed pretty quick. And they found out. I think they released her name and where she works and all that bullshit. So
Did she get fired?
I don't know. I don't know.
It didn't look like she had a job.
Yeah, yeah. It looked like she was It looked like she was already defeated from life.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look it up, I mean, you could. She looks like she's done.
Her job, it looked like her job was stand outside of Planned Parenthoods with picket signs of aborted fetuses. That's what her job.
She's at what do you call it, Westboro Baptist Church?
Yeah,
meetings?
kind of. That was a vibe there. But yeah, like yeah, white people do love complaining, right?
So how do you feel about like people not speaking English,
I don't give a fuck.
even if it's not like Spanish?
I don't care.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, does it bother me when other people speak a different language in front of me? It doesn't bother me at all. I mean, if they're not talking to me, it's none of my business.
And even if they were talking about me, I'd feel like, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
What about at a business like that? Like they're, say you're at a,
if I go to
restaurant.
if I go to Whole Foods or some shit, not even a restaurant. If I go to Whole Foods,
If I went up to like at a business, like what kind of business?
Any business.
And they spoke another language?
Yeah.
Like not to him, just in front of him.
Right in front of you.
In front of me? Oh, I don't give a fuck. As long as there's some sort of way I could communicate with you, so I could get what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Like when I go to Los Comales or some taco place, I don't expect them to speak English, but as long as you know that I want 8 tacos.
Yeah.
8 tacos? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's all I need.
Yeah.
You order 8 and they give you 2?
Yeah, just
like the taco guy.
Just like when we went to Mexico, you did just fine.
Oh yeah. Oh no, that party, your buddy's party. I was like, 3 tacos, please, and he was like, here's 2.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But that's because he was doing you a favor.
Yeah,
he knew exactly what you meant.
It's like, nah, buddy, you don't need it. Yeah, it doesn't bother me that people speak another language.
Cool.
What does bother me is that when I'm at work and people come up to me and expect me to understand them. I don't speak your language. I'm sorry. Is that racist?
How do you feel about when people say this is America and you need to speak English?
I'll be like, this is America. You should be speaking fucking Navajo.
Yeah.
But hold on, that's racist.
No, it's not.
Because there were more than just the Navajo
you should
Indians.
be speaking Native American.
But there were many Native American
then
languages.
You should be speaking some Native American language. Any one of them.
So basically, you should be saying how instead of hi.
That is very racist. Mambo's views do not represent those of NKOTP
man, I hope we don't have
or
any
its sponsors.
I hope we don't have any like Native American listeners. Speaking of Native American listeners, this past weekend I went to the Four Winds Casino.
Okay.
In Michigan.
Yes, New Buffalo.
Yes, it is fucking great.
Is it on a reservation?
Did you see any Native Americans?
I did not.
I've never seen.
I actually saw.
I probably have.
I actually saw mostly white people.
I probably saw Native
I did see a few MAGA hats too.
Oh, nice.
But though I think my favorite part was the buffet. So
how much was the buffet?
Okay, so it was since it was like my first time there.
Mm-hmm.
They give you if it's your first time, they give you a $15 voucher for the buffet. So it's $15 off.
How much is that?
Otherwise, it's like 20. Otherwise, it's like 25.
5?
Yeah, 25 or 29.
Yeah, something like that. They're usually around that price.
Yeah, it's around the price. But they have some good ass fucking.
How do you know if it's or how do they? Who do you talk to about it being your first time there?
You can either go on the website and just get your.
So you can do it even if it's not your first time there.
No,
probably ask you for your information.
Because the reason I went was because it was an event.
I'm just curious because I'm curious about this buffet. I love buffets,
dude. We should definitely plan a trip. Anyway, but beside the point. If it's your
I don't
first
gamble, but if you're talking about a buffet, I'll go.
Dude, oh man, and so they have they have the buffet set up and they have it in segments. Like they have American, and of course they have fucking
burgers,
American food. Then they have Asian. Asian wasn't all that. It was okay. American was decent. They have all the they have breakfast and lunch, and then they had they have the Italian section. The Italian section was really good, and they have
they have an Italian section.
They have they had pasta.
Well, obviously,
they had lasagna. They had what else they have? They had a bunch of shit. I actually couldn't try everything because there was just so much, and they had a Mexican section. What's funny, the Mexican section had jalapeno poppers. Definitely not, but still, whatever. Hey, they were good. I had
you need to put it somewhere.
They got to put them somewhere. That was the closest thing. They should actually put that in the American section, but whatever. So they had jalapeno poppers there, and they also had carne asada, whatever. They had carne asada, and I was like, okay, I'll try it, but whatever.
You're not expecting it to be good.
It was actually amazing. Like I actually went back like
what kind of
3
meat
times.
was it? Was it like skirt steak?
Yeah,
Steak?
but it was like
Arrachera?
but it was like kind of like thick cut. It was a little thicker
Yeah.
than. But man, it was so fucking good.
There's probably a bunch of Mexicans back there.
I'm pretty sure there were.
Yeah.
But that was fucking great. And then dessert, man, they have like it's like a fucking they have gelato and they have like all sorts of pie and then they have like so much shit. Like there's like you need to like not eat since the Tuesday before and then
Do they have various assortments of cheesecake?
they do, yeah. They have cheesecake, they have a bunch of other cakes.
I don't want to go.
Why?
I only want regular cheesecake.
Oh, they have
with
reg-
no topping.
They definitely have regular.
Do they have various assortments of soft drinks?
And apparently
Not just Coca-Cola?
And so we went there when we got there. We went there for brunch, because we got there kind of early. So it wasn't like that busy. So when we were leaving,
TFTI.
So when we were leaving around like 4:00, like there was like a large, big ass line for people waiting to get in. Apparently, like for dinner, they have crab legs, like all you can eat crab legs, and like I guess apparently they're like amazing because people like always rave about
How
it.
far is it from here?
It's about an hour away.
Holy fuck. That's a long way to drive for a buffet.
What was I gonna say?
But
you can gamble too.
yeah, there's also gamble. I mean,
Why would I want to gamble if there's a buffet?
I know the buffet is the gamble. Bathrooms are very clean. Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of gambling, I guess how was the
saw-
gambling? I mean, it's a casino.
Tony failed to mention that he sent me a Snapchat of him taking a shit with a beer and smoking a cigarette.
because you could smoke. It's a casino.
Oh, because it's in Michigan.
So you could smoke there, and like so they have ashtrays
You
everywhere.
can't smoke in casinos here though.
Well, over there you can.
Right. Yeah, it's
and they have ashtrays everywhere, and like when you
Indiana, you can smoke in.
and then when I went to the bathroom, like I went to go drop a deuce, and there's an ashtray right above like the toilet. So you can just
You lit one up.
Yeah, lit one up, sat down, went scroll through some memes, Snapchatted Mamba. Like, hey Mamba, look at me.
So what do you think? What do you think about smoking inside of public places?
I don't care.
I don't have a problem.
As long as it's well ventilated, I don't give a fuck.
You know
It
what
doesn't
you're
bother
getting.
me.
It's not.
Sometimes I like that smoky feel. Like if I'm drinking,
And the thing is, like, even though you could smoke in there, like, it didn't have that, like, it wasn't like. I remember when we went to the Trump casino.
Yeah, years ago.
It was fucking horrible. Like that, you walk in,
couldn't
it's like-
breathe.
and it's like, yeah, you couldn't breathe.
What casino?
The Trump
This
casino.
is like a long ass time ago.
This was before he was president.
Yeah, junkyard.
This was like at least 20 years ago.
Where was the Trump casino?
It was right by.
It was in Indiana.
It was right next to another casino, right?
Yeah, it was like by kind of like by Gary.
Was
not
it
in
was it
Gary.
Rivers?
No, Rivers didn't even exist back then.
Oh, I don't.
We would have gone to Rivers. if it
Anyway,
did.
there's a horse. I don't know. There was a casino.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Indiana.
I think it's like by where the horseshoe used to be.
So there was that
Or
casino,
it
and
is-
right next to it was a Trump. Wasn't it a boat?
No, I think it was actually. It was a
Anyway,
building.
whatever. So we went to the Trump casino. Like it was fucking dingy, and like it was like you could see like a cloud. It was like you walk into like a cloud of smoke. It was like ugh. But see, this place was like you can't even tell people. Like I was wondering, like, can you even smoke in here? Because I see
was
ashtrays
so-
everywhere. I see people smoking, but you don't smell it. Like it's not
Yeah.
like it's not like overwhelming. So props to their good
Yeah, it's
ventilation.
in Gary, Indiana.
Trump casino bankruptcy.
Yeah, I don't think it's there anymore, but it was.
Well, if it's bankrupt, I'm sure.
But anyway, yeah, that place was horrible.
So I went there for for a birthday, and the guy, he was having his birthday, and he likes to gamble. He likes to go to casinos. So it wasn't good for him. He won like $1,000 on a slot machine,
And why weren't we invited?
and
Because we probably didn't know the guy.
yeah.
So we've been invited to a lot of places that we weren't known or welcome.
Well, actually, what's funny is like I was invited to his birthday celebration, and I thought we were just gonna like meet up, and then go to dinner, and then go to like the casino at night. Apparently, it was like an all day thing. When I was told to meet up at 7 o'clock, or no, at like 9 o'clock,
in the morning.
and they met 9 a.m. So yeah, we
What time did you get home?
I got home like it wasn't that late. It was like because we were there till like 4:30,
Oh,
so it wasn't bad. But
it's like a work shift.
it went good for him because he won like $1,000.
How much did you lose?
I lost like $50, I think.
Oh.
It wasn't that bad.
That's not bad. $50 in like 7 hours. That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
You lose more on crypto.
Exactly.
Oh man, TFTI by the way. Mamba's a big fan of buffets.
Yeah.
If you couldn't tell.
Well, Mamba was working. Get him off, you dog.
I've the one
He's saying no matter how dark it is, you could tell you're a fan of a buffet.
Our mutual friend Alejandro said he took you running and you almost passed out.
Yeah, I did, but I'm, when was the last time you went running? From the looks of it, hasn't been recently.
Get him off you.
The only thing you run is that mouth.
Damn.
Hey man, once I have a 6-pack because of this low carb diet, there's nothing for you to You're not gonna be able to talk about me.
Hey, bro, don't worry about the 6-pack, bro. You already got a keg.
What a fucking knee slapper, junkyard. When I'm in pretty good shape, what are you gonna make fun of me about? You know what I mean?
Dude, I mean, look at you. There's tons of shit to make fun of you about.
But when somebody's pretty good looking, can you really make fun of them? Not to say that
you're right.
I'm very good looking or I'm gonna be, but you're not gonna have a lot of ammunition. At the end of the day, you're still gonna be a fucking toad. And
a battle toad.
Yeah. And I could just make fun of you for days.
I mean, there's still more to make fun of you about, Mamba.
And no matter how many times your princesses kiss you, you're still gonna be a fucking toad.
Mama's always gonna be a troll.
So yeah, you know what? I encourage you to make fun of my weight as much as possible
because it's not gonna it's not gonna
when I'm down to
finite.
215, and I'm looking fly and good. I'm not gonna be able to say anything, so laugh it up now.
Laugh it up while you can.
Yeah, get it in.
God.
Not even gonna be upset because I'm playing the long game, friend. I will have the last laugh.
Good. I'm glad. I'm trying to boost you, Mamba. I'm trying to give you what do you call it? Negative reinforcement.
Trying to gas you up.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, like us on Facebook, facebook.com.
We're not done.
Follow us on Instagram.
We're not quite done. So let's do our grapes.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Oh, yeah,
Wake
that time
the
already?
fuck up.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Tony? Are you still thinking?
I had a grape too.
Well, okay, I have a grape.
All right.
It's actually a requested grape. It's a recycled grape, but I'm recycling it because it was requested. So I have a friend. I've talked about this before. I have a friend that always posts that he's watching bootleg movies online. So he was watching Overboard recently.
What's that?
It sounds familiar.
That movie with it's the remake of the Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell movie.
Okay, I haven't seen that one either.
Of course it was before 2000.
Yeah, so I haven't seen it.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm sure Mama's watched Overboard.
With Kurt Russell
and Goldie Hawn
and Danny DeVito.
No, Goldie Hawn.
Anyway,
I'm thinking of a different movie.
So the original movie is basically what it's about. She's a rich person. She's a bitch, and Kurt Russell was working on her boat. She falls off the boat somehow later on in the movie, and she gets amnesia, and he tricks her to be her husband.
Oh, you're talking about that movie with Anna Faris and that Mexican
Eugenio
guy?
Derbez. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So they remade it.
Funny.
They remade it, and he was watching it. He's like, "Oh, from my bedroom or some shit." He always posts some bullshit like that, just specifically for everybody to know that he's watching bootleg movies. Like he wants to make it a point that he's watching because he thinks
I'm watching this movie that's in theaters, but I'm in my room.
Right, shit like that.
Okay.
But he makes it a point to always makes it a point to point out that he's watching bootlegs, and it gets annoying, especially so this movie's only been out a week.
Yeah.
So. Tony, not that you bootleg, because I know you would never break the law like that, but you've seen a lot of it,
Yes.
from friends.
I've seen it done, yeah.
Right. What are you, in your experience or your friend's experience, people you've heard on the street, what are movies that come out a week after? What are they usually quality-wise?
They're shit.
Exactly.
You're basically watching somebody
with a video
that
camera.
recorded it with a video camera. Rarely you'll get a screener, but not within the week of its release, especially a lesser known movie like that. If it was one of those really big popular movies, maybe
nobody's running to the theater to see Overboard, right?
Yeah.
No.
I watched it.
So if
just because my wife wanted to watch it, though.
If you're watching Overboard on bootleg, it's probably it's someone with a fucking camcorder recording. It's shite.
Right.
I don't know. I could never sit through that.
It actually, I did go. I went to go watch it actually yesterday at the theater. I paid because it's $5 Tuesdays. and my wife really wanted to watch it because of
Whoa, shelling out the big bucks for your wife.
I know, right?
I bet she didn't. Did you tell her it was $5 Tuesday?
Yeah, she knows. That's why she wanted to go.
Yeah, because it's $5 American.
Oh,
that's a lot of pesos.
That's a lot of pesos.
She's like, that's like $500 enough for him.
So like Eugenio Derbez is a big Mexican actor, and she really wanted to see him in it. And actually, it was the fucking theater was packed with nothing but Mexicans, of course. So anyway,
so it's like Mexicans Black Panther. Right?
Exactly.
They finally got their movie.
Anyway, so back to my gripe is it's cam, it's garbage, it's trash. Okay.
Don't brag about watching trash.
Yeah, and he does it constantly, like every week. Like
you should ask him when he posts that bullshit. Be like, hey, what's the resolution on that? 200 by 200?
No, because you know what? Technically, the resolution will be 1080p because the camera that it was recorded on was 1080.
What's the native resolution?
So you could technically say it's high def, even though
so
the quality is not
the loophole.
Right.
So it could look like shit, but it's HD shit.
Exactly. Exactly. And the thing, if anybody's ever watched a cam, it's the worst. You hear people talking, or you hear people laughing, coughing.
Yeah. Not only that, but like
people walking by.
Like the picture's kind of crooked. Because,
yeah.
Like
the sound. It sounds far away.
Yeah. It's like no. Like I have friends who watch bootlegs, but they'll wait for a good bootleg.
Right.
Like if I not that I do it, but if I were to watch a bootleg, I would watch a good bootleg.
Yeah. If I were to if I were to do it, I would only wait for 1080p or at least 720p resolution, but like literally, like not like a camera 1080p. Talking about like
generally what I would do if I did. I don't do this stuff, but if I were to do it, what I would do is like I would actually wait for the Blu-ray to be released.
Yeah,
because once the Blu-ray
or just before the Blu-ray, because you get great quality right before the Blu-ray.
Like,
just before the Blu-ray,
like a week before,
or maybe even like 2 weeks
before the Blu-ray is released. Then you can get a Blu-ray or a rip. You can get a really good quality.
And I've seen some decent quality movies with Korean subtitles. I don't like those either because they have subtitles. And
because they're hard subbed.
Yeah,
so you can't
take them off.
Yeah,
those annoy me too.
Yeah.
But those are even better quality than cams.
That's true because there was a good one that I saw. I mean, that I had a friend show me. I looked away right away, but I was walking by.
You're like, but that's illegal.
Oh shit! I can't be looking at that.
You walked in like, hey man, can I borrow it? Is that a pirated movie?
Oh
No.
god! But man, that was some crisp 1080p. But it did have the
the hard-coded Korean subs.
Yeah.
But yeah, like so and he always, like I said, it just upsets me that like he thinks it's cool to watch like shit on TV. You know what I'm saying? And that just bothers me. And my friend, the person that asked me to gripe about this, to recycle this gripe, it pisses him off too. It pisses him off so much that he blocked him from what do you call it? From Facebook. So it wouldn't come up on his timeline. And he even called him out one time. It was hilarious. I didn't know this. He actually just told me about this recently. So he posted he said, if I get like 50 likes, I will post Justice League, a clip of Justice League.
Oh my god! Like, are people really that thirsty for? Get the fuck out of here! First of all, I will give you 100 likes for you not to say anything about Justice League.
And like his and I think he said something like, I don't remember exactly his word for word what he said, but he said something to the effect like, nobody fucking asked you to post anything about Justice League.
Nobody gives a fuck. First of all, no one gives a shit.
And then the guy's response was like, well, why are you even like looking at my shit or whatever? Just mind your business or whatever. If you don't like it, just keep scrolling.
Did anybody like it?
No, he didn't get enough likes. And then at the bottom of that post, he said, even though I didn't get enough likes, here's a clip. And he posted the clip of Justice League. And it was garbage resolution, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
That bad?
It was bad. And it's like, so basically our gripe, our common gripe is...
See, I wish I had friends like that because I would troll them so bad. Like if I had a friend like that and he's like 50 likes and I post some bullshit clip, and then he's like, okay.
I didn't see this. I probably would have said something, but I didn't see this. I just found out about it because...
And then, I would subscribe to that motherfucker's newsfeed just so I can make sure I see that bullshit. And then I would have been like, that looks like shit. How many likes for you to delete this post? I'll start. Like.
You kind of have a friend like that. I'm not going to say his name. But you have a friend that's very active on the social medias. And he kind of complains a lot. or say weird things. And he has like a page and he promotes it. He's like, "Oh, you guys haven't liked my page. What's wrong with you? Oh, I'm gonna delete you guys." And I'm like, "Please delete me. Do me a favor."
I know who you're talking about.
I do know, but I do troll him though.
Yeah.
Oh, I troll him.
Sometimes he'll just say some silly shit like, "Oh, you guys must not like art, blah blah blah. You guys won't follow my page." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. I'm not. I'm not gonna follow your fucking page."
But anyway, so yeah, that's our gripe. Stop watching shitty movies and bragging about it.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
Mamba?
Great. Life's good.
No, man, I just went to a buffet.
You know what? I like that hat.
Oh, thank you.
It's flat brimmed. Our viewers don't like it.
No, I like the.
No, our one viewer doesn't like it.
No, there were two of them.
Oh, okay, so our two viewers,
Well,
which
one-
is probably 100% of our viewership.
I think Lilo and Stitch is a great movie, and I like the floral print on it. I didn't notice it until now.
Thank you, thank you.
Very nice. Anyways, my gripe is grown men with hats. No, I'm
Tony?
just I know it's not really a serious gripe, but it's something that I think is kind of annoying. You ever, like when you go on the internet and you see pictures of fathers with their daughters, and then a guy who's like dating their daughter, and then the father has like a gun on him. It's like the silliest shit I've ever seen. It's like you'll have a prom pic, and there's dads with small egos who have to take a picture in between them with a gun to try to show how tough he is. But at the end of the day, that kid's still gonna fuck your daughter, sir. You could
If he hasn't already.
Yeah, if he hasn't already, you could have as many guns as you want.
She's already doming him off.
Yeah, that kid's gonna shoot a load into your daughter. So it's just making you look very insecure about yourself, right?
Nope. This is America.
Did you see that video?
Everybody should have guns.
That April Fool's video about that daughter who got proposed to by her boyfriend, but it was just a joke.
No.
And the dad didn't know. And then so the mom was in on it. She was recording.
Oh, so the joke was to the dad.
Yeah, the joke was to the dad.
Yeah.
So basically, like this girl, like she's there, and her boyfriend shows up, and he like has a ring, and he gets on one knee, and the mom is recording. She's like, "Oh my god!" She's like pretending to be happy for him, and then they play it out pretty well. Like, "Oh yes, yes," like they pretend like they're engaged, and then the dad is just like he is just like he has no words. He just has this look on his face, like it's like the funniest shit ever.
But yeah, I think it's kind of lame. Like,
but this is America, man.
I understand.
Guns should be in every picture.
I understand that people have guns, but I just think it's an excuse for like a grown man. Like, what are you trying to intimidate a teenage boy for with a gun?
Because that's what guns are for.
Intimidate.
Yeah, whenever something's,
I guess.
I hope you don't support Yeti brand coolers.
Why? Because it's the coolers of the liberals?
Because the coolers are against the Second Amendment.
Is it because they don't offer discounts to the NRA anymore?
That is correct. They are against the Second Amendment, sir.
But yeah, that's my gripe. Whenever I see pictures like that, it's not really a gripe. It just makes me cringe. Like if I was a kid and I was taking some girl on a date or prom, and he was like, her dad was like, "Hold on, I want to get a picture." It was like, whatever. If he says some silly shit like, "Whatever you do to my daughter, I'm gonna do to you," I'm like, "Oh, then I'm gonna fuck you then." Sir.
Then I guess we go fuck.
Yeah.
What if he's like, "No, I'm gonna fuck you."
All right. Well, one of us is getting fucked.
I'm a warrior.
Yeah. Like if.
What if her dad was the booty warrior?
What's it? Fleece.
Fleece Johnson.
Fleece Johnson. He was there with his gay boyfriend.
No, yeah, he was there,
and their adopted daughter.
Yep. Or what was his biological daughter? Because he knocked up some chick before he went to jail.
He mistook her booty.
Yeah.
For a man or a man's booty. What do you know what I mean?
He mistook her vagina for a man's booty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So his daughter's there, and then you're dating her, and he's like,
I'm a warrior.
I'm a warrior.
Yep. Would you still fuck her?
Depends on how hot her daughter is.
Really hot.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd have sex with her even though you know he was gonna fuck you.
He could have sex with me while I'm having sex with her.
Like a sandwich.
Yeah.
Hey, you'd be the meat.
I was like, my sister was watching TV in the living room and I was falling asleep. She was watching American Horror Story, the last season. I think it was American Horror Story Cult. So one of the actors, I don't know what the character's name was, Evan Peters, he was talking to his sister how he's going to impregnate her with our Lord and Savior because he was the leader of a cult. And she was like, but that's incest. That's wrong. He's like, no, this is what he'll do. There was another guy in the cult. He was like, you'll have sex. You'll allow Jebediah inside you, and in turn, I will enter Jebediah and put my seed in him. So I was like, I woke up. I'm like, what the fuck are you watching?
Where's this from?
American Horror Story cult.
Oh God.
So I was
Sex
like,
cult.
that's basically what it was. I just heard, incest sandwich, and I woke up. That's your cup of tea, Joe.
Nope. No, I don't. I've never watched not one season of American Horror Story.
I've watched like a couple of those. Not bad.
Anyway, so that's your grape.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
No grape, Tony.
Nah, I just wish they gave us more time for the buffet. Actually, no, I just wish I had more room in my stomach. Because I wanted to try more things.
All right. When are you taking us to the buffet? Mama and I would like to go.
Let's go next week.
You're paying, right?
No, definitely not. Week after.
I'll give you the coupons. It's our
right.
first time.
All right, we'll figure it out.
It's only like $15.
We'll see.
All right. Let's get to our questions.
Too many questions. There's too many questions.
The appropriate question is, where in the hell are they?
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My answers frighten you, Vincent, then you should cease asking scary questions.
Dear Tony and Mamba, my boyfriend Chris and I, not the Chris we know, a different Chris, and I were planning on moving in together. We went apartment hunting and created a realistic budget we could both maintain. He was the one who brought up the idea and also the one who pushed it. Chris is an only child. His parents love him so much, I think they will do anything to keep him in their house for as long as they can. He's 21. I know I must respect his parents, but I also know Chris really wants to be out on his own, but is afraid of them. I want the best for him and for us. How should I handle the situation without harming the relationship between him and his parents, or me and his parents as well? Wanting it in Wisconsin.
I don't. How would she harm anything?
Well, because she wants to move out, and they want to get a place, but his parents they don't want him to move out.
But she didn't say that though.
She's implying it.
Yeah,
she's implying.
Yeah, she's implying that like, and that he's afraid of his parents. Like he'll do whatever. Like if his parents say no, don't move out, it's not a good idea. He'll probably like, okay, I won't move out.
Okay.
So how does she tell him to stop being a little bitch without straining the relationship between him and his parents? The correct answer is there isn't a correct answer. You're basically fucked.
I don't think any of us are qualified to answer that question.
Because we all live at home with our parents.
Yeah. Well, my mom is like, can't wait for me to go. She's like pretty vocal about that. Now that she has a boyfriend and he like lives there, she can't wait for me to leave.
What did she say when you get in your own place?
She's like, when are you finally moving out? And I said, eventually.
One day.
One day. Don't you worry.
One day. But unfortunately, that day is not today.
Yeah, today is not today.
And tomorrow's not looking good either.
So I don't really have that problem that Chris has. I wish I had his problem.
But if you chose to move out with your girlfriend, like your mom would be like, "Okay, see ya."
She'd probably
help him pack
a fucking red carpet for me, and I can't wait till because I have like a laundry list of shit I'm gonna say. I'm gonna like I'm gonna let out a scroll, and all my gripes are just gonna come out.
You should say them on here before you tell her.
No, I can't put her personal business out there.
You do everybody else's. You might as well.
I don't put any.
But doesn't her boyfriend cook for you?
No. He doesn't. I guess he cooks for her.
And for you.
He's, like I said, he's a nice guy. I don't really have a problem with him. It's just a weird situation.
Is it because you guys are podcast partners?
Dude, get him off you.
Oh, that was pretty good. I'm not even gonna. Can't be mad at that. That was pretty clever.
That would be a weird situation.
She just not to get too, but she's always like, "Oh, when are you gonna, grow up or some shit like that? When are you gonna be able to?" She's always talking shit about how I need to get my life together, and then the whole time I was like, "I don't even think your boyfriend has a fucking job. He's like 40 something."
Damn.
I might be wrong. but I know that he's home a lot. And
more than what a person with a
maybe
full-time job
maybe he
would
works
be.
nights.
He doesn't because he's like at home all the time sleeping. And when he's not at home, he's out riding his bike.
Maybe he's at work when you're sleeping and then comes home before you wake up.
No, I think there's enough hours. There's not enough hours in
Mamba
the week.
sleeps a long time.
There's not enough hours in the week for him to be working a full-time job in the time that Mamba doesn't see him.
What if he works from home?
So like if sometimes I work late, like I'll close, and so he's there from the morning till the afternoon. He'll leave. He likes being outside, so he'll ride his bike, but he's not like gone 8 hours to the point where like, oh yeah, you had a hard day's work.
Maybe he works from home.
Definitely doesn't. Look, I don't know what he does. I don't know. One time my mom told me he does construction, and this was during the winter, so I was like, that makes sense. Maybe it's off season. But then the springtime came.
Like, it's nice out.
Yeah, it's nice out. You should be out laying pavement or some shit. I don't know. Constructing, yeah. And I don't see him, so. But when I bring those things up, that's when my mom gets really upset. She gets peeved.
She gets defensive.
She's like, "Oh, you're talking shit, blah blah blah. You always got to say something." So, I just choose not to bring it up anymore.
Tony, do your parents ever tell you time to get out of the house?
No.
Or insinuate it?
No, they don't. But I'm sure if I did, they'd be like, they wouldn't like force me to stay. They'd be like, okay, well, I guess it was. I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner. Better late than never.
So, what does she should do? You're not answering her question. You went on a tangent.
She should find someone else. He's a lost cause.
But he loves her, or she loves him.
She's fucking. If he's 21, she's probably like what, 19, 20?
What if she's 28?
Okay, then she's got other issues.
Wait, what if she's 22?
Okay, if she's 22, she's got plenty of time. She could love someone else.
But at the same time, like you said, he's 21. And I mean, it's not. I think nowadays it's not normal for people to stay home longer.
In Mexico, it's really normal. Here, maybe not here in the U.S., but like in Mexico,
in
people stay
Mexico-
home till you get married. And if
Yeah,
you don't
you-
get married till you're fucking 40, you're probably still at home.
I think here people are pressured to move out
Why is that? Why is our society?
because you have to make it.
This is all a ploy by the housing market.
When people ask you where do you live, and you're like, do you ever feel embarrassed about saying, "Oh, I live at home with my
I
mom"?
don't give a fuck.
No.
No.
Like, no, I'll tell them where I live. Like, where do you live? I live in. I'll tell them where I live. And if they ask, "Oh, do you live with your parents?" I'm like, "Yeah."
No, if they say, "Who do you live with?" or "Do you live on your
Yeah,
own?"
but oh, you live. I'm like, no.
I'd say, why you ask so fucking many
Yeah.
questions?
I'll be like, I live with my parents.
You the IRS? Why do you need to
Do you
know how
work for
many
the
people in my
Census Bureau?
household?
And they were like, "Oh, like, do you live with your parents?" Like, "Yeah, I do." And they're like, "Aha, you live with your parents?" Like, "Oh, I'm so sad. Let me cry into my wallet full of cash from not
Yeah.
paying so much rent." So yeah, that doesn't bother me. I don't give a fuck.
I just never had a reason just to like leave. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, now that I'm with my girlfriend and she probably wants to get a place together, so
Are you getting married?
not anytime soon.
But you are marrying her.
I mean, yeah, I told her we would. I mean,
You hear that, Tony?
I'm excited.
Mom was getting married.
That means there's a bachelor party coming up, and there's a wedding.
I'm 30.
I love me some weddings.
I'm 30 now. Things are going pretty good. If I did get married, it'd be because of her. I don't believe the institution of marriage. I feel like it's just a scam for people to make money.
Told you, man. It's all about ownership.
Yeah. So I mean, why? Logically, why would I pay $20,000 for a wedding? I could take that money and probably like.
Because we'd all have a good time.
I don't care about your guys' time. I care
Yeah, you
about my
do.
time.
You'll have a good time too.
Did you pay all your wedding off already? How do you do that?
Yeah.
Like, do you have to pay it all on one time, or do you like take out like a line of credit?
I would definitely suggest not taking out credit for your wedding because that's a stupid move.
I don't know how they work.
Huh?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Start saving up for it now.
Mm-hmm.
That would help, especially if you plan on getting married sometime in the near future. Since my wedding was somewhat cheap, and in Mexico, since I got married in Mexico, I didn't get married here. I was able to pay stuff in parts. Like for example, like the place we rented, like we put down a down payment when we scheduled it, like we reserved it or whatever, and then like they didn't care how much you paid. Technically, you could have like not paid anything till the day of the wedding, and then at the day of the wedding, everything was due in total. But we kind of split it up in payments. Like I'm like, oh, I'll pay this much like every other month or whatever, so I can pay down the balance up until the wedding, then pay it off completely.
You should just not paid shit.
Yeah,
What are
right.
they gonna do? Is they gonna come after you over here?
Yeah, it's like, bro, it's my
Well,
wedding.
no. They actually, but you owe it like the week before the wedding. Otherwise, then they just won't.
Oh, they won't
have a
have
wedding.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, just be like, oh man, like
I'm good for it.
You know I'm good for it. I'll like right after the reception, I got you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that'll fly. So, but what I did, the way I did it, I kind of treated it as like a car payment. Like I just put every month I would put money. I would send it to Mexico for my wife for her to pay off. But like I had like a set amount. Like every month I would send.
What if she did she give you a receipts?
Did you get receipts for that?
No.
What if it was way cheaper?
I don't know. It was already
You got Junkyard.
It was already pretty cheap.
Junkyard, you got.
I mean, I might have.
If you have no receipts, you got.
Whatever.
Junkyard got.
Yeah, it happens.
If
If you're getting married, you're getting got already. So
That's
it's
true.
not, you might as well just.
It was probably far cheaper, and she just pocketed the change.
I doubt it.
Are you sure? You can
Yeah,
say that
pretty
with
positive.
100% certainty.
At least the place, yes, because the place.
From what I see of your wife's Facebook, she's always wearing pretty fly clothes.
Oh,
The place sent all the places sent us quotes.
She's always well dressed.
So I saw I didn't see the receipts. but I did
You
see
saw a
pre.
quote, but this is Mexico. In Mexico, like everything's negotiable.
Now that she pocketed that money, now that she's a citizen, she's gonna finance her divorce and she's gonna fucking leave.
She's
him.
not a citizen yet, you idiot.
Oh well.
She has to stay with me legally for at least another 2 years.
so she's saving up for the divorce.
Yeah, and then she's gonna get herself a new haircut, buy herself a plane ticket to California, and meet a nice, good-looking man there.
Maybe. Oh well. At least I got to hit it.
That's at the end of the day.
Yep.
That's all that matters.
That is great, Junkyard. All right, we should have done that note.
Anyway, yeah. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/NKOTP1. Follow us on Twitter at New Kids on the Pod. See us on Instagram, also at New Kids on the Pod. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spotify, everything. YouTube.
We are on Spotify. What do our Spotify numbers look like?
I don't have to look at them. I'll tell you after the episode.
Tell us now.
Shoot us an email like Pancho, newkidsinthepod@gmail.com, or leave us a voicemail 77440-NKOTP.
Or leave us a comment on YouTube like everybody
Mm-hmm.
else. Also, have people subscribed to our YouTube?
Yes.
Oh, they have?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. What else? What else can they do? What else can our loyal fans do? I mean, this podcast is free. It's the least they could do, right?
I mean, yeah.
Should they go leave us reviews on iTunes?
Yep.
Go leave us reviews on iTunes.
Everywhere.
Something not like those Yelp reviews for that lawyer. Something nice.
Yeah, they should
say
do
like NKOTP is definitely not racist, and they have never called ICE on anybody.
If anything, we should be calling ICE on them.
Exactly. That is true. We've never called ICE on
Yeah, I've never called ICE on anybody. I wanted to.
I
but...
put ice in my drinks. That's about it.
Okay. So you hit a high mark with that last joke about that's all that matters, like fucking. Don't ruin it. Go out.
Go out on top.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just say bye.
Mamba, in a world full of
In
terrible people.
A world full of terrible people. Speak Spanish in front of them.
All right, guys. We will hopefully check out next week. I don't know. These guys don't look like they're up for it next week. They weren't up for it this week.
We've been pretty consistent, right?
We haven't been up for the past 3 weeks.
3 weeks in a row?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been playing God of War, and I don't want to do shit but play God of War.
So we're due for a week off.
We might be off next week.
Really?
I mean, we've been pretty consistent the past couple of weeks, so I think we're due for a week off.
We gotta find. It's like when a girl you used to date is doing pretty happy, and like, huh, I want to ruin that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's been going good.
Yeah.
Or actually, no. Maybe we should record next week, and I want to save my day off for another time.
Oh, like something useful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. No, that's a good idea. Or else Junkyard will just take a vacation and just not record when her. You know what I mean?
I'm not planning on going on vacation anytime soon. So.
All right.
Okay.
See you guys next week.
So, yeah. Later, kissies on your dickies.